We're live.
What does that mean?
Ba, ba, ba. Welcome to our stream.
Now I got Final Countdown stuck in my head for the next 2 years of my life.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So,
we're playing together.
Adam Davis mentioned once that like when he gets songs stuck in his head, they just play it full volume and he has to listen to the whole song to get it out.
Mm-hmm.
And like there's been this suggestion thing now when that happens, like it's now also this thing where I now hear the song almost at full volume in my head. So
are we actually live?
That's fair.
Did that happen?
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
Oh my goodness.
We're live.
This is unfortunate.
Wonderful.
Welcome. Do you have to go pee?
No, but the soda's all the way over there.
It's force grab.
Go gadget arm. Or use mage hand.
I'm a monk. I don't have any spells.
Oh,
This is someone like me.
Well, but you know, that could be fixed tonight through one of these many cards.
What are those many cards?
I don't know that it actually does that, but go on.
Well, I think this one has wish in it.
That's true. That's true. There's a whole lot of other things in it, too.
And a whole lot of other things.
Being responsible for like 80% of what's in there, I don't like those odds.
So tonight, welcome. We are going to try and break D&D tonight. This is going to be an interesting...
Succeed is
Try.
all right.
Do or do not, Megan. I think is what you mean.
We're a little late to this party.
Yeah. So, welcome to this stream. I am Dr. Megan Connell, a psychologist and therapeutic dungeon master and host of Clinical Role. And tonight, we're going to show what happens when you just let it all go off the rails as much as possible. I have 4 amazing players with me tonight who are going to be a fun and challenge to DM, I think. Having played with most of them a few times.
This is real. This is a reality. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God bless
And
you.
then, just to see how much I can up my stress level, I am letting them make pulls from the Deck of All the Things and the Deck of Wonder. They get it at any time. They can do 2 pulls from the Deck of Wonder and 1 pull from here. They don't have to do them all at once. They can do them whenever. And then our beautiful chap is going to be doing something that's going to allow for random pulls to be happening. I don't know. Our producer Sven behind the scenes will be monitoring that, and then he'll just pop in and tell us to make a pull. I think I'll probably roll a d4 to see who's making the pull. Or we can just kind of go round robin. What would your preference be?
Oh, let RNGesus take the wheel.
I was about to say, it's in keeping with the theme here.
Yeah.
Fate decide.
Yeah. Fate decide, just keep rolling dice. All right. And then we'll roll a dice, figure out who's pulling the card. I will cut shuffle all on screen so y'all see that it is for real. They'll tell me to stop, and where they tell me to stop, I will flip over the card. Like this one. This is the cube.
What?
Before the next
What is it?
sunrise, you can create a cube of force for 10 minutes.
Cube.
Mm-hmm. The cube.
Got it.
So this will be fun.
Different than what I thought you said. I was like, you started off hard.
You said until 10 o'clock.
You told us to behave.
Behave yourselves. I think this is going to go downhill quickly.
Correct.
What does he think she said?
You know exactly what I thought she said, you filthy whore. No, I'm kidding. Whoa!
So, because I do have this random timer that I have created for both of these decks, how much time do you want to pass between card pulls?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. 0 seconds it is.
Like nature intended.
Yeah, this is going to be amazing. So how about everyone introduce yourselves? So we'll start at, this is going to be my right, which is Michael. Introduce yourself, tell us a little bit about you, and introduce your character.
Yes, so my name is Dr. Michael Mallen. I'm a psychologist. I've been writing for my blog, the IDDM, which you can find at theiddm.wordpress.com. Been writing there since 2011, way back in the 4th edition days, which I'm representing with my Minions Do It With One Hit Point shirt from D20 Monkey, so check out his stuff. And I currently have a podcast called Ego Check with the DM, where I interview folks from the gaming community. both tabletop and video games. Just posted a new episode today. Check that out. And my character, who I'm excited to play, is a ranger by the name of Travis Van Hart. And he is an outlander who's had some experience, some dalliances with giants. He lost an eye for his troubles. And he is a part of a guild, Monster Hunter Guild, called the Hunters. And excited to see what happens here tonight.
Thank you much. All right, moving down the clock to Connor. Would you introduce yourself?
Hey everyone, I'm Connor. I am one of the co-founders of Gemhammer & Sons, the makers of the more better game stuff that we're going to be breaking D&D with tonight. Those cards right there. I'm going to be playing the Wacky Tabaxi Toffee, and Toffee is on a great and mighty adventure. Toffee is making his way through the world, and all of you have the great honor of coming with Toffee. Enjoy yourselves. You don't really need to know much else about Toffee because it's just going to be a lot of that. It's just going to be a whole lot of
For a lot of
wistfully looking off into the
commentary.
distance, and yes, Toffee is truly, truly amazing. Truly outrageous. Gem? That's something else. That's something else.
Does Toffee have a group of rivals known as the Misfits?
They say their songs are better, but this is not so.
All right, moving along. Ryan.
Yeah, so I'm co-founder of Dr. Brian Kelly, co-founder of Geeks Like Us with Megan here. Therapeutic DM, do a lot of work in video games. We just published a book, Psychology of Final Fantasy, which we're really excited about. It's available for pre-order, so I can provide the link for that as we go. But my character is Paul the Immortal. Paul the Mortal. I used to be
Slight difference.
Slight difference. Hello, my name is Paul. I'm Paul the Mortal, and I used to be Putrid the Immortal, but after thousands of years of being like this god and entity and like murder overlord, I found a way to be immortal again. I'm just trying something new, right? Just trying a new style, right? And I don't have magic anymore, which is kind of a bum, right? But like, now I'm trying to be like a magician, right? Like sleight of hand, right? But I'm learning, and my mentor Claudia Blunderbuss is like really giving me good advice. But I'm just really excited to be here and like not eat people for like once, right? Super cool.
This is amazing. All of the lovely character artwork you see and the insignia of the Hunters Guild were created by our next player, Randal. Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, I'm Randal Hampton. I'm the author and illustrator of the Little Game Master series of books, which is basically Dr. Seuss meets Dungeons & Dragons. It's a great book series that introduces kids to what tabletop games are all about. I am also the host and lead artist for Drawing Conclusions, which is a new show here on Geeks Like Us. So I'll be here on Friday afternoon at 2:30 doing that as well. So we'll be talking with influencers and leaders in their field about different popular IPs in the world and what's going on with that and how they affect us. So that's what that show's all about. Tonight I'll be playing Archimedes. He's a 7'2", 450-pound half-orc forge cleric. Think kind of like the ghost of Christmas Present from the Muppets Christmas Carol. That's really what he is. Come in and know me better, man.
That is amazing. All right, well, let's go ahead and jump in to our adventure tonight. So because chat's going to be playing a role in whenever the polls happen.
Oh, man.
We're not going to be seeing chat, unfortunately. So chat, we'll check back in. We'll probably have a bio break around 10:30 or so. At what time I'll question all of my life choices trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing.
Yeah.
And we're going to provide you with the answer of this was a mistake.
Yeah.
There is nothing that could happen here that would not reaffirm my faith in my own products.
That's right.
That is very true.
You will be. You will be.
All right.
So, our adventure starts on a fairly early morning. Sunrise coming in through the cracks of your cubicle room. Some of you have windows, some not so lucky. You're a little bit newer to the guild here, and this is totally the wrong music, so we'll just go with that.
I was almost like, oh,
with
Nick.
that was happy music. It's not supposed to be happy, but you hear the normal kind of banging on the doors as people are getting called down for different jobs, and you hear the quick little knocking on each of your doors. Hey, wake up! Time to get going. Cap's got some orders for you. Come on down to the briefing room when you get time. So how would each of your characters wake up? Like, what would this be, like a groggy first thing in the morning, or are you like waking up like ready for adventure?
My God, my character is just so excited to be able to be in the sunlight. Right? Like, you're like, oh my God, like another morning. Guys, this is such a great opportunity for all of us to like live our dreams today. Like, do you feel the sun on our bodies right now? This feels great. I'm so stoked, everybody.
I want to be in someone else's room, and Toffee is in someone else's room, just pawing their face, going, "Come, it's time for breakfast. Wake up, wake up."
I think Tommy might be with Archimedes.
Perfect. Archimedes, quickly! It's time for breakfast. Wake up. I will pat your face till you wake up. This pleases me.
Oh, this is the worst wake-up call ever.
Quiet, mortal, come.
Bad cat. Archimedes, he's slow to get up. He would be slow to get up. He'd be eager to go down and have breakfast and a flagon of ale with it.
I'd like to point out that Toffee's like 5'2" and 100 pounds. So your size and his size, this is about the size of a normal person in a house cat. So.
You would actually be like, all right, fine. I pick you up and I put you on my shoulder.
Come, my friends. Forward.
Travis is probably in a room by himself. There's quite an elaborate stretching routine that he has to go through. He's very much one with nature. There's probably some Nick Nolte from 48 Hours sort of noises and grunts coming out of him. He's got to get his iPad situated, but he is eager to see what the next mission is and is hopeful he can do some good.
I like how I introduced to everybody that was not there. Like, oh my God, everybody! Like,
Yeah, you're
to an empty room where like no one's in here. This is great.
And your room's empty. Oh.
I forgot I'm alone.
It's sort of on character, though. I like it.
You think?
Yeah.
Go with
Maybe
it.
used to having minions around and suddenly like, oh, there are none.
Oh, where are all my grogs? Oh, who am I gonna speak infernal with?
So you all make your way down towards the mess hall where you can get your flagons of ale, nice protein shakes, eggs, everything.
Saucer of milk.
Saucer
Sure,
of milk.
Yes.
Yes. Incredibly rare blood sausages. They weren't even cooked. And then you get to, as you're sitting in there, you hear from the briefing room just yelling. And you see this halfling who you know as Sergeant Yizadarn kind of skipping in. He's the one who woke you all up, and he's kind of skipping around, really happy, grabs a cup of coffee, and is like, "Morning!" And you just hear this, "Ed, am I ever here that you've been doing this again?" It's cut like someone just getting it chewed out.
What's his name again? Yar. What is it?
Yuzadon?
Yizadan, yeah.
Yuzadon. Okay. Are you in trouble? Because like I don't want to put you out, right? Like
Me? No. It was the new recruits. They killed their beast, then they thought it would be funny to take the head into the local pub and put on a show with it. Captain
This sounds very
Sullivan,
humorous.
not happy.
We should have sold tickets.
that is like a wonderful idea. Did they wind up putting it on a spike, or what did they do with the head?
I think they turned it into a puppet somehow and like controlled the jaw. Sounds pretty cool to me, but Southwood is not happy with it.
The ingenuity in that, I'm very impressed.
That's pretty
I'd like
great.
to see more of that. I like
Look,
the cut
initiative.
of, I like the cut of these boys' jibs.
That's pretty cool. Back in another life, I used to take like a man head and put on a spike, and then like a smaller like lady head and put it on a spike, and then like a little tinier head and make like a little head snowman like on the spike. And I was like, be creative, you know, like be yourself a little bit. You know, I like that. Is that too weird for everybody?
No, it's fun. When I was young, I would chase the mice and bop them on the heads.
Right, he gets it. See?
Yes, it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, just maybe don't, tick off the boss when you get in there. He's kind of annoyed today. And you all would know the head of the guild, Captain Southwind. He's a half elf. Oh. All right.
Oh no.
Oh. It's like crazy.
So just tell me when to stop and whatever card is.
Yeah, I'm feeling now. Yeah, that one. Yeah, the one
That's not how you spell Connor, by the way.
Did I misspell it? Probably. Ah.
What do we got?
This is the hag.
Okay, alright, one minute.
Upon drawing this card, you fall under an ancient and powerful curse that causes you to age 1 full month for every life you take, regardless of justification. The curse can only be broken by finding the originating hag and appeasing her.
Do like every life that I've already taken?
Yeah, if this is retroactive, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
That's a going forward.
Oh, wait, from here forward.
Okay.
So
I'm dead.
Paul, as you're standing there, you look out the window and you see your ex-girlfriend. What's her name?
I do?
Yeah, you see your ex-girlfriend. What's her name?
Okay, so I just see her out of okay, her name, oh my gosh. We'll call her Klaus.
You see Klaus outside.
Mm-hmm.
She shakes her head looking at you and points a finger and mumbles, and you feel this spell hit you. You don't entirely know what it does?
Okay, something really weird happened, guys. Like, I was just sitting here having, like, my morning wine and draw blood sausage. And, like, I swear I saw my ex-girlfriend Klaus out there from, like, thousands of years ago. And then I felt kind of funny. Maybe I need to stop drinking in the morning.
If anything, I think this means you should drink more in the morning.
I think that's a really good idea. Okay, hey, Yinfurter.
He comes skipping over and gives you some more wine.
Oh, that's a darling. Thank you.
You got it. Just don't piss off the boss.
Connor pulls from the deck of all the things.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Stop.
Oh. Here's that one. This is perfect. Wait, what? You have no memory of the last 10 minutes.
I'm sorry, my friends. I was looking off into the distance wistfully. I have no knowledge of the last 10 minutes.
I like how you're very on point. I know that 10 minutes I cannot remember.
But you all know Captain Southwind as this. He's former military half elf. He opened this guild as a way to kind of carry on his military career because he did not want to retire at all, and tries to run it as a very efficient, tight discipline, everything. But this is a bunch of adventurers who are in this to go kill monsters and make money. So that doesn't always fit. People can get away with a lot, but he definitely enjoys yelling at people. But anyway, the door opens and you see these new recruits coming out. One of them is kind of crying, and you see little sergeant kind of run over and is like, "It's okay. Just you gotta think about what's for lunch." He just keeps repeating himself, and you see him come out and say, "You four, in here now. A job for you."
What's called up his butt? Am I right? Hey.
Hey, now, come on, let's go appease the man. There's nothing, but he's got work for us. That's fine. Let's go.
No, I think that's a great
Let's get to
idea,
work.
guys. It's a moment of growth, right? It's going to be so great.
Archimedes literally takes the next 5 minutes to...
Connor pulls from the deck of wonder.
Perfect. Now,
Give me a pull.
All right.
Traps up yet?
You are a monk, and I love this. Your left hand becomes sentient and hostile until the morning.
stop that.
Right.
Stop it.
Taffy, are you okay, man?
It's fine. It's nothing. This happens sometimes.
Do you know my ex-girlfriend Klaus? Because she's kind of crazy, and did she do something to you?
I have never heard of this class.
Yes, I think maybe she did.
You said, Captain's kind of looking at you. He's like, Toffee, pay attention.
I am paying attention.
I don't know him like this. I don't know why he's doing this. Trust me, he really respects you. Don't let
It doesn't mind of its own. It does whatever it wants. Stop that.
I need you all in your area. There's something out in the swamps. Big.
Oh.
We've
What do we
not
got?
gotten confirmation for sure. Could be a dragon. Could be something else. Large and scaly is what I've been told. That fits the bill for many things out in the swamps. But there's also some talk of these large buffalo things that cause rot around there. If you see those, I recommend maybe trying to get away from them. But there's certainly some good money to be made from this.
Oh my god, bro, that's kind of scary. Why has it
How
been
do we get this information?
right? Has it been terrorizing the town? Where does this come
Yes,
from?
some of the local villages who outlie the swamp have been reporting this. They go in to collect different herbs and mushrooms and things, and apparently some have not come back because they've been eaten, presumably by something large and scaly. The ones who have made the reports haven't been close enough to see. They say it's roars, and it's easily bigger than the largest house in the village.
Ha 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 ha! Now that sounds like fun. No better day than today. Let's do it.
You'll all be given... They were able to pull in the bounty, and the local city is backing it because this seems like a big nuisance. It could become a larger problem, so it'll be 100 gold each upon successful completion. All you need to do is bring back proof of whatever you killed. Now, it goes without saying, if this is a dragon, of course, collect scales, claws, heartstrings, teeth, other things that people would want to buy, because that's how we fill our coffers more. If it's something else, well, whatever. Whatever you think we can sell. Harvest, bring back as proof that you've killed the thing. It will be done with it.
I have this idea. What if we took its head and turned it into some kind of puppet for puppet shows?
You see
That
a vein
is
start to
ingenuity.
appear across his forehead.
Keep in mind, I don't remember that conversation.
No, you don't.
Right.
We could bring it into a local tavern and put its head on a
bring
spike
it
and
here.
dance it around. And...
Toffee!
Yes.
Toffee, you bring
Yes.
it back here.
I just want to, if I can put my opinion in, it's just a democracy. I kind of like Toffee's idea for some reason. Kind of cool, actually, little kitty. Pretty neat.
You see his eyes starting to twitch. It's just stress.
We should just put it to a vote. I mean, really, everyone in
Bring
favor
it
of my idea,
back.
raise their hands. Stop that.
Like, I'm like super in support of this idea, bros.
Please, we have to see what counts, how big the head is. Can we even fit it into a puppet theater? I mean, come on!
These are good questions.
Or we build a bigger puppet theater.
Just out of curiosity, if there is a
I'm
theater,
here for this.
if there is a theater, I just want to say that I would love to practice my magician routine if you guys would be willing to watch it. But like, I'm really insecure, so if you could be patient and maybe like accepting of me, like,
Magician.
you don't know about the magicians?
No, I don't know what this is. No, this is...
Captain, this is great. Captain, pick a card.
I'll do it. Okay, Toffee, so let me tell you, there was a time where I did real sorcery when I was Putrid the Immortal, but that's old me, I don't care.
What is this sorcery? What is that?
Well, let me show you. So the way it goes is I have replaced my sorcery with Sleight of Hand. Oh, shit. Got it?
You see,
Don't.
the captain's face is just getting redder and redder as you all are talking in his office.
Okay, so I'm
It's all
trying,
right.
over the captain and like,
You take
got
your
this.
time. You do it well.
I'm trying again, the Sleight of Hand. Where did that cards come from? They're like from nowhere.
It came from the pile of cards you are holding.
I don't
right
think
now.
that's where it came from, though. Like,
I'm
didn't it come
looking
from,
at them.
like a different magic place? So
You-
maybe, watch
Magic.
this. I am going to
What is
read
this?
your mind, Toffee, your little kitty brain.
Randall pulls
Go in
from
there
the
and
deck of
see
all
what's
the
in there.
things.
What's up?
Oh, Randall's turn.
All the things.
Okay, let's wait. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, dear. Gimme.
This one? Or, wait. Oh, Randall froze. Oh.
Yes!
Ah, this one?
all of them.
Maybe we just draw from them? It's-
Ooh. The Fates. Avoid any situation you choose once.
Once?
This card can stop something from happening or reverse a past occurrence. The other party members still have to endure the situation.
Okay. Is there a time, just to DM, is there a time limit to when I can use this, or just throughout the night?
No, throughout the night.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
All right, Toffee, you ready for the magic trick? You ready, Connor?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. All right, Toffee, so like, here are the cards. Go ahead and pick any card. Okay. This one, is this a good one? Okay. Katie, Cookie, give it back, Katie. That's a bad Katie. That's my card. The left hand is being a little bit sassy. I don't like it, okay? So, here's your card. I'm not looking, okay? I put it back into the deck. I shuffle. Oh my God, where's the card? I don't know where it is. Deck, a lot of cards. Could it be, the card of that with the boy named Jack? Could it be the queen or the emperor who kills people? And maybe the Joker. I don't know. Okay, but I think I know what your card is. You ready?
Watch this. It's great.
This card, is that crazy? Is that your card? Who would have known that I would have guessed
No,
that
my card is here. It has my name on it, how to contact me, what sort of skills I have, that sort of thing.
It's so crazy that I guessed your card. Like, there's so many cards it could have been.
They are.
And
Do you mean the cards in your hands?
Yes,
Like
it's
it's
crazy.
either-
I got it.
They are all the 9 of hearts.
How did he turn all the cards into the 9 of hearts? How did he do it?
So that's weird that you saw that, because there was actually like 51 other cards. So that's weird. But we'll try again. That's fine. You did a good job, Katie. That's fine.
Holding them up. Like,
Out
Oh,
of
Right.
my office.
that was
in a minute, boss.
That
We're
was
having a
true
very serious
magic.
discussion here.
And he
Archimedes,
takes
thank
this
you.
box out and slams it down onto the counter. And you all would know you get 2 health potions for each job. So
Okay.
you add to your inventory 2 potions of healing.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Got it?
But he's just like shaking, and you can see the blood pressure rising.
Is Captain Southwind is really upset?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Let's try to keep it
That's
together out
sort
there,
of his
folks.
norm, though.
Boss, listen, you seem stressed. You seem upset. You seem as though things are not going your way. Listen, I'll do good for you. I will let you stroke my head lovingly while I purr.
Captain, this is such a stress reliever. It's amazing. I go to bed every
Go
night.
on. You know you want to. Just go ahead.
I go over.
Touch your head. I want you to go kill a monster.
I go over.
And do that. Please,
I pick up Toffee, and I literally just do a full-on structure. Go ahead. Go ahead, Captain. It's amazing. Oh, listen to him. Oh, good boy. Yeah.
I'm sort of.
I roll over onto my back.
He wants some belly rub.
I'm sort of watching this, but I see the massive vein on Captain Southwind's head, and I'm like technically I'm not a vampire anymore. I'm mortal now, but like there's still like habit, right? That's tough to break. So I'm like, oh my god, that's like a really nice vein on his head. Like I'm really like struggling. Like maybe I should okay.
I sense some danger, and I go over, and I'm like, "Hey, we should get out of here. Like, let's take a walk."
Paul, practice your magic. Just practice your magic. Just
I like one more time. I just kind of like hold Toffee out to him with his belly up. Okay, we'll go. And the whole time we're walking out, I put Toffee up my shoulder again. The whole time his one paw is just back.
As you're walking, you start to use it on. It's like, well, that seemed to go well. How big did the vein get?
That vein got like super nice and sexy. That vein, I got to tell you, that thing was like super solid. Yeah,
as the kids say, it was extra thick.
Extra, like the best type of thick. Yeah.
Awesome. Where are you all off to?
I think we're about to go wrestle an alligator or something.
I believe we are
Into the swamp.
to the theater so that we can have dragon puppet shows.
Yes.
Well, I'll be at the theater tonight to see your puppet show. Good luck in the swamp. Don't die.
It's going to be great. The main act is, of course, magician comes on.
Why would such well-dressed gentlemen such as ourselves go to a swamp? That's crazy.
That's the job, right?
I'm cool with it.
I suppose.
So you all gather your belongings together, and
Does it? By the way, real quick question: Does it say what I kill the deck, or it can be like I could kill a bug and that counts? You know what I mean?
yeah,
It doesn't specify.
it doesn't
Wow.
specify.
You're asking
Yeah,
about
every
other
life
party
you
members?
take.
I'm gonna be killing
Yeah.
some mosquitoes and aging super fast.
Well, let's see. You age one full month for every life you take. Yeah, regardless
There it
of
is.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Don't step
So you
on
don't-
an anthill.
Yeah,
Right.
make your way out of the city, heading through the woods. It takes you the better part of the day, probably. You're pushing I'll say early afternoon by the time you get to the edge of the swamp. The swampy area is known. It's not too far away from the city, and it is very dense. The terrain is rough. There's not too many proper roads or anything, so this wouldn't be a thing that you could bring mounts into. You're going to need to walk.
Okay.
Okay.
So going in, well, let me ask this. Would you all try to talk to any local, where you went in, there was a village, so you could have stopped to ask directions in the village or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I think we would stop and we would ask any of the locals, about the creature, if there's anything that they can tell us first.
Yeah, imagine we'd have some contacts with it being this close to the guild and try to reach out to someone.
Sure.
Yeah, my character is sort of in this reformation where there's a little bit of making amends. So I'd probably say okay guys, real talk right now, I've kind of figuratively and literally been the alligator before and taken a bunch of innocent lives. And I have a feeling everybody in this town is having a really tough time. So I might kind of just go around and kind of get my finger on the pulse. Not literally. Okay, I'm
Michael
mortal
pulls
now,
from the
don't
deck of
drink their
wonder.
blood, but I'll kind of go around and just sort of see maybe how they're doing. Oh, who's this for? Michael?
Michael.
Oh boy.
Good. We'll go there.
Do it.
So as you all are entering into the village, you look over at Travis, and it's not Travis anymore. It's this, say, 9-year-old little boy with a bucket of well water. And 100 feet
Travis?
away at at the well, Travis is standing there. And the little boy's like, "Why are we scaring people?"
Well,
That is like really creepy.
What?
which one is this?
This is you switch places with someone 120 feet.
Oh my.
So does he just?
It was just
Good.
Okay.
Travis, suddenly you're standing amongst your friends, and the next thing you do, you're standing by the well.
Travis, can I ask you something? Lad, who are you and what have you done with our ranger?
Travis.
I'm David.
You look beautiful.
Okay.
You look so great.
Toffee.
What is your secret? Is it some sort of cream? Are you
No,
exfoliating?
Toffee, I'm gonna stop you right there, my friend. I don't think this is Travis anymore. I think this is some weird, creepy little boy named David. Okay? I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure on this one.
I was getting water from my mom.
Right.
Well,
How far away is Travis now? from this?
David, you are now part of our group. We are going
about
on an
100
adventure.
feet.
You have been
I get to go on an adventure.
transfixed to us, and now,
Right.
Travis starts running
adventure
back.
awaits.
This is
In the
like
group.
not a valuable addition to the team, Toffee. Like you need to dial it back. This little boy, like, I don't even know if he could like
This is destiny.
heard it. Okay?
He has been spirited to us, and Travis is gone forever. Never to
I
return.
pick up this boy and I start like, sorry for your troubles. We'll get you back to the well. That's sorry about what just happened there.
I'm going on an adventure.
We'll tell you about it when we get back.
Travis, you're gone forever.
Never
Never
get
to
to have
return.
any
The boy
fun.
is taking your place.
I don't think the boy's going to be able to help out too much in the swamp.
I'm not going to lie to you.
I start to
David
carve
kinda-
Travis's name into a nearby
Right.
tree. You will be missed.
I'm not going to lie to you. David kind of grew on me, and maybe we take a vote if he comes. Because he kind of grew on me. I kind of fund David now. So, people who want David to come with us, or just me.
With what we're hunting for, I think maybe not.
Control your hand, Toffee. Put it down.
Toffee's like in and out on this one. He's really conflicted. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to say no.
See, your mouth says no, but your hand says like, hell yeah, right? Like, super confused over here, bro. So, but I guess no one else, so. David, stay home, and I guess get well water for your mother, okay?
With that, like, you see this woman coming out, hair pulled back, very kind of tight braids wound around her head, wearing trousers, some very practical clothing, and she's got kind of this gruff, kind of no-nonsense look about her, and she's like, you lot from the hunters, then? Come here to help with troubles?
Yeah, what's going on?
Well, come, sit, and she leads you over to, near the well, there's, like, just a little, like, seated area with some benches and things. It's more of a hamlet than a proper village, even. And she's like, well, I've had a few different scouting parties out in the swamp, which is precarious at the best of times, but few people have been not coming back, and someone was gotten a few conflicting reports. We've been told of like some powerful warthog-like things that are smell of rot and decay, but also someone's talking about something very large and scaly. We're not sure if it's some new form of crocodile. If someone swore it was dragons. Someone said it's
Ryan pulls from the
wings.
deck of all the things.
I'm like super excited about this. I like these cards. They're super fun. Right there.
Roses and thorns. All of your weapon damage increases by 1d4, but that additional damage is done to you as well.
Cool. All right, let me make a note of that.
Very vampire-y.
That is very
Yeah.
Super
vampire.
vampire,
That's
yeah.
that's very flavorful. Some
I've
people have been
retroactively
saying-
made these cards to be on point for this evening.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. While we're sitting here,
You.
while we're sitting here, Archimedes actually pulls the bucket up from the well and just drinks straight from it.
From the well?
Yeah,
Just the whole well right out of the ground?
No, the bucket. He winches up the bucket. He just takes the bucket. Just.
What, did we get the woman's name that we're talking to?
Anna.
Anna. Okay. Anna, honey, let me ask you like a real question. Have you lost somebody to this creature?
Friends, but none of my family yet. It's unclear what's going on. Might be one thing, it might be two things. I don't know. Personally, I don't think it's a dragon. Dragons fly. You see them overhead. There haven't been any dragons in the sky. But whatever it is large. Someone did note that several trees had been knocked over by something moving through.
Where, can you kind of point us in the direction of where those trees were knocked down?
Yeah, she gives you kind of rough directions, vaguely east, slightly northeast, or east-northeast.
That sounds really scary, Anna. You okay?
It is what it is. The swamp's a dangerous place, attracts creatures. There's a lot of magic running wild around here, so not too surprised, but it'd be nice if we could sleep safe at night, knowing that some big scaly thing isn't going to pop out and eat all of us.
That's really hard that like you saw this and like your friends got eaten, you know? Like sometimes I, sort of tell people like when this happens, like to try to dig real deep and find like a resilience in you to like deal with it. I used to do this too, so I'm sort of like on the other side. And like I don't know if I can help you, but like maybe just like reach, like maybe there's something like all the way behind your ear. Oh my god, it's a diamond! That's so cool! That's so
She's
neat.
like-
This is for you! You're like for your troubles. Go ahead. Now everything is good, all right?
Paul, you are such a caring soul. You touch everyone you interact with. I am moved by your empathy and compassion.
You literally touch everyone we interact with.
I sort of
It's
am a
very
close
disturbing.
guy. By the way, I know what you all are thinking. You're like, where did that diamond come from? Like, could not have been in his hand. It's a secret. I can't tell you. Okay. Just to let you know. Right? But I hope you feel better about all your dead friends.
She's just like has this perplexed and puzzled look on her face.
Thank you for the information, ma'am. We'll try to figure this out for the village, yes.
Yeah,
Thank
also
you.
what he said, yeah.
Thank you so much for being the voice of reason.
Yeah, you'll notice my character has very little interest in the actual. I'm very much like in the 12-step program of being a murderer, like redeeming. And it's been thousands of years since I've been mortal, so it's like super not.
We're
People
all off on a
love
train
money.
to nowhere, and he's just like,
right.
Yeah.
Travis is a practical man.
Right. I used to eat babies like Pop-Tarts, and I remember like gold helped people like afterwards, so I'm gonna give a lot of people that's basically where I am in this character.
The guild is a reminder of why Travis likes to be alone a lot of the time.
Right, I'm gonna get real touchy with you, Travis. Tell you right now, you can close yourself off to me. Anyway.
That's fantastic.
So are you all making your way out into the swamp then?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think
Yes.
it would be right.
So how is this procession going? Are we just kind of trudging in? Are you trying to be somewhat sneaky, or is this more like we're just going to go for speed rather than stealth?
Well, between the eye patch that I have that helps me on perception checks, looking at things far away, and being a ranger and getting some bit of information about the direction of where we're going, I'd like to think we're doing a little bit more than just kind of clumsily entering the swamp and seeing what's what. I'd
Okay.
like to be a little bit more planful about it.
No matter what, we are at disadvantage strictly because of me.
Yeah.
So I don't think stealth is really...
Stealth is not going to help us.
Stealth is not in the equation, but I think maybe some...
I mean, I'm pretty good at stealth and speed, so really it's however we want to do.
What time is it right now, by the way? Like in like,
Probably like 2 o'clock to getting towards 3.
Was there any note of like when this creature struck? Like when that kind of thing?
It like kind of didn't.
Whatever.
There wasn't any rhyme or reason. Yeah.
Okay.
And you all being in the Monsters Hunters Guild, you would know most creatures like some are more nocturnal than others, but for the most part, once they get to a certain size, it's when they're hungry.
Right.
So I certainly notice. I certainly notice Archimedes like bashing around and kind of like looking up and down, like, bro, like whatever this is not working. Like I'm like sort of pretty. I'm because I'm a stealthy dude, right? I'm a rogue. Like it's not your fault. Like I get it. It's who you are. You have your strengths, and that you have so many of them. But like this is kind of trouble. Can I? So I sort of the way Megan, the way I view it is, I've got some like remnant. So my charisma is like 18. I have some remnant like vampire abilities, but they come and go, and they're largely connected to my cloak of the bat and everything. Can I every once in a while try to do like a thing where I like bewitch them to be good at something, but it could land or not because I don't have like the solid ability yet.
I like it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What would I have to roll?
Percentile dice. Roll D100.
Okay. Oh shit. 29. That's not so good.
You try so.
Can I give it a shot?
Yeah, Archimedes, what you're seeing is so Paul is in front of you and is doing he seems to be doing one of his sleight of hand tricks.
Oh, more magic! Yeah.
No, Archimedes, hang on. It's not quite sleight of hand, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to try something. Okay, look me in the eye. Okay.
Oh, sure. Yes.
Okay, I want you to remember all of your pain, all of your struggles. Are you ready?
What? Why?
Okay. I want you to go back to when you were the baby. You were the baby clawing and gnawing and gnashing out of your mother's womb, coming out into the inevitable death of the world that we are, knowing you have life that will be taken from you at any moment by a god or some cruel force that the only thing that we can lust after is death. How are you feeling? Do you feel like more coordinated, or I don't know, like feel like you can walk better?
Oh.
Did it work, no. Megan? And probably not.
No, it didn't.
That was an interesting journey for me.
Right, you're still like a hot mess.
I'm still huge as hell. So,
yeah, tell you what, about the thing I said, that can sort of scare people. So, what's that behind your ear? Oh my God, it's a jewel. There you go. I hope you feel better about that. So, yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Right, I'm gonna walk over by Toffee because he's sort of like my bro, I guess, and like super quiet. So, I head over there.
I am just observing your outbursts, I'll say. I'm enjoying it. It's a wonderful show. Wonderful.
Oh my God. Did you hear that too? What's behind your little kitty ear? Oh my God, it's a jewel also. Here you go.
Michael pulls from the deck of wonder.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
You don't touch my ears, my friend. Don't touch them, unless I want you to, in which case I will claw you anyways.
Yeah.
I reach over and I scritch. Just a little scritch behind the ear.
That's not the No, keep going.
Oh boy.
Keep going.
Travis, you are getting ready to try to get the crew together so you
trying to corral people, yes.
And you look down on your hand and suddenly there's a ring there. And you feel like if you were to wear this ring, you would look more attractive.
Is that something I need right now? I mean, sure.
A magic ring that makes the wearer more attractive to other people.
Travis, I'm not trying to be mean, dude, but the answer is yes.
Well, one of my things.
The voice on high says, "Chat wants you to wear the ring, so put on the ring."
Yeah. One of my things is I'm always picking things up and absently fiddling with them. And sometimes I accidentally break them, but so this I'm definitely going to be like, huh, that's interesting, and I put it on.
Everybody,
you look amazing.
Amazing.
Oh my God, Travis.
You look so much better than that time you turned into a little boy.
So by the way, I've been like slapping mosquitoes the whole time we've been out here.
Just
I've probably aged like 2 years.
You
So
look worse. I look great.
I want you to know the original version of that card had years, not months.
Right.
So you're
Oh
welcome.
shit. Okay, yeah. So I'm sort of like, oh my God, Travis, like, you look amazing. Hold on, I think I have something in my adventure pack. Hang on. Okay. By the way, this mirror is that I have is like a meta mirror where it shows you like your true beauty, which totally changed, but in this situation, it's actually going to be Michael Mallen. So, bro, you need to like look at yourself and let's see if I can get this. Dude, you look
Travis!
like straight amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Travis!
That's really going to help us when we're about to get eaten by something.
Right.
So it's gonna
Travis.
I wasn't able to see myself in a mirror for like years, and like it's really cool to see. Oh my God, what is that? What are these? These like crow feet? What is this happening? What's happening? I look so tired. What is this? How you people age? This is horrible.
No, I look roughly the same as I've looked my whole life. I get 9 of these, so it's fine.
I look
We
like I've been
should,
married,
before it
like,
gets too
7
dark,
times.
we should probably make some progress here, I'm thinking.
Right.
So-
What do you guys think?
As a group, or are you going to have someone scout ahead?
Wait,
Travis, you're a handsome man.
day or dark is in we keep getting off the rails and get creepier and creepier.
Well, honest question. Should we send Archimedes ahead as a bit of bait? And hang back?
I'm like super
Alternatively,
down for
I
that.
have an insane speed. I could scout ahead.
I don't know if it matters that you're scouting clunky Archimedes over here.
Archimedes is the sponge for sure. He's going to be the damage sponge. So
Okay. Archimedes, I think I saw like a really shiny thing.
What
like,
if we do
like
like
way over there, brother?
2 by 2, where I'll go with Archimedes and you two sort of stealth hang back?
like hang back flank
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Is there like dense trees here, or is it like spread?
Yes.
Okay.
It's very dense. Hard going. It's got to be slow, fairly slow going.
So can I like go like I have a climb speed and slow fall? Can I be like leaping from tree to tree?
Oh, certainly. It's not like a thick canopy, so like the trees would still sway, and there'd be a lot of creaking and stuff under your
Okay.
weight.
Well, then I don't want to do that. Never mind. I'll just
okay,
be
yeah.
scurrying around.
Yeah.
In a cap.
All right. So Paul and Toffee then make stealth checks for me, please.
I mean, I'll make one just for giggles because it's
Just for
going to be
giggles?
hilarious. Like it's going to be funny. I want to do it just to see what happens. Okay.
So even with my
Did that
modifiers,
not go?
So I got an 8.
8.
I got where's my thing? Probably like a 5.
Ooh.
Travis, if
your
you want,
roll?
got a 17, but
Oh, wow. And Connie, you got a 25.
he's a professional.
So
Yeah.
Toffee just disappears. Toffee's like, I got this. It's suddenly none of you can see Toffee.
Where's the cat?
How would we explain Paul getting a 5 for stealth?
He's
I
distracted by his aging.
I might be distracted. Yeah,
Walking around with this mirror.
Yeah.
I've looked like gorgeous and 24 for like 5,000 years. All of a sudden, I look like I've been married like 7 times. What is happening in the swamp? God.
He went from being 24 to looking to be like 28, and it's like he's like I'm
Pretty
haggard.
notable. I mean, if
God.
you think about the difference of you at 24 and 28, if it happened in a moment, it's totally notable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's super notable. So I guess I'm distracted by my vanity, right? And and I'm probably maybe I'm doing this. I'm walking through like, oh my God, that's horrible. Like just super distracted by the mirror. Who even
Yeah, you
are
were
you in
looking
there?
through your mirror. So, Connor, since you have such a high passive perception and you have also kind of vanished, as you all are going along, one of the things that strikes you first is the smell of the swamp intensifying. Actually, just for fun, also give me another perception check. Just see how much extra you notice. 20. Oh, jeez.
Is that for you? Is that going to do it for you?
It's 23. Yeah, that'll do. So you notice.
Hold that thought. Connor, pull from the deck of all the things.
Oh, nice.
Gimme. There isn't anything in there that changes my roll. I already rolled.
Yeah. Let me know when.
Now.
Oh. The Jester.
Oh,
I love Jester.
All right, here's where it starts breaking.
oh
Oh
gosh.
shit! I mean F. I mean
10,000 XP.
Yep.
What? What?
Or
I just-
or do 2 more draws from the deck.
No, I know what I'm about. So my stealth and my perception, I just perform just so amazingly. Just all of the XP washes over me. But I've been playing Pathfinder 2 for like the better part of this year. So someone remind me what that translates to. 10,000
I'm
XP.
looking.
That puts me where?
What level are you, and how much XP did you get?
Level 5 right now.
And how
We're
much
level- I thought
XP?
we were level 4.
No, we're level 5.
10,000. 5.
10,000 XP.
5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5. Mhm.
5. 5.
Oh, all right. Hold on. I'm gonna gain a level real quick.
Oh, 5,000 XP. All right.
10,000. He got 10,000 XP. He's level 5 right now.
So
I think that bumps him up to 7.
Dang.
it happens. I mean,
Yep.
thanks, chat.
Yeah.
In the distance, we just hear. What was that? That's
Wow, that's
cool.
what's that?
Thundercats, Thundercats, Thundercats.
Hold on.
Oh, I like that being how you upgrade.
Shimmering
actually.
Yeah, exactly.
What was that light in the sky? That was like super cool.
I'll just be here leveling up my character.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is okay. So level 5.
Jeez, that's nuts.
It's actually just 1, I think.
Oh, it might just be 1.
So
Yeah, I'll just bring
Is
up
it
to
just
level
1?
6. Yep, it'll bring you up to level 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still.
That's pretty good, though.
still,
Nice.
that's
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, so you now have 16,500 XP.
Nice.
So
Just got unarmored movement, wholeness of body. This is good. That's all good.
So what you see as you are looking around, you notice that the vegetation is looking more rotted here. You do see a few like squirrels and other things, but they're looking like they're infected somehow.
Hmm.
They're definitely alive. You fought undead things before. These aren't undead. They're looking diseased, and just the smell of rot and decay of the swamp, it's almost overpowering, and like you're kind of having to throw back a little bit of spit up. Of just, it's not quite enough to gag you, but it's getting worse.
Is he farther ahead of me? Is he remarkably farther ahead of me?
No, not necessarily. You
Okay.
just can't see him.
Oh, because
He's actually being stealthy. Yeah, he's being stealthy.
right, because he's.
I'm like crawling through the underbrush. You're like wandering out in the open, holding a mirror up.
Right, I'm trying to. I'm trying to use.
Did
I'm
I
trying to
get
make
a gray hair?
I'm trying to make a mud mask. Like I have to do something about this.
And what you see is off in the distance, this bush kind of move, and you see this humongous looking creature with tusks and this tail that looks like it's got a club at the end of it, a reddish brown fur. And as it moves, like the wind kind of passes from it, and like the smell of it just hits you, and it is the smell of the swamp intensified 1,000-fold. And you do see
I
your
spit
friend.
up a hairball.
Very stealth-like,
the
though.
reason you
Very
noticed
stealthily,
it
yes.
is because it has taken note of both Paul and I believe Archimedes got a 6 on this
I had
stealth.
8. Yeah, 8.
Yeah. So both Paul and Archimedes, it's kind of got his head up and his. And let me pull you
This
over.
is so bad.
Oops.
This will work out.
Okay.
Randall pulls from the deck of wonder.
Oh, cool.
Give me.
Ooh.
Do it. Do it.
No whammies, no whammies.
Do it.
draw 2 more cards and apply their effects.
Bring it!
Oh.
If one increases my dexterity by 14, that'd be great.
Where you going, Randall? Where you going, Randall? Where's it at?
Where's that? Right there.
All
I
right.
forgot I have to tell her when. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
The last
Man.
spell you cast on yourself is now cast on your enemies. What do you think the last spell he would have cast would have been?
The last, I would say, it was definitely Bane. I would definitely would have cast Bane on myself. No, last one on myself, I probably would have cast Magic Weapon.
All
Which would have
right.
given me a +1.
Okay. And one more.
Go. Oh no.
So this will affect Travis, who is standing next to you.
Oh no!
Travis, you are cursed for 1 day, and you have to end all of your sentences with purple.
Purple.
Purple? Like I burped the color purple?
Yep,
Purple.
Okay, there we go.
purple.
I'm excited about that.
So this huge hulking thing sees my friends,
Most definitely.
and I can
So I'm
clearly
gonna-
see that.
Yep, so I'm going to say you are over there. So I've moved you all onto the map here. I think Claude's probably here. Or not Claude, sorry. Paul. Yeah, you can see it's back a ways over there. It's not moving towards you all yet. So we're not in initiative, but it has taken note of you all. So what would you like to do?
Do we notice
Wait,
it?
do we notice it? Yeah.
Make perception checks for me.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh.
12.
You see anything over there, purple?
I rolled an 11.
11.
Did Travis
Say,
notice?
you all have heard something, but you haven't been able to see it yet. It's very dense here. The light's a little strange. And so you can't quite make it out.
This whole time, Archimedes is walking around like humming a tune, and he's just kind of like, the road goes over and then what? Oh, sorry.
So, Toffee, what would you do? You see that this creature notices your friends. You see your friends are not noticing this creature.
All right. In as flashy a way as possible, as
Okay.
to get their attention, I want to sprint up to this thing, leap into the air, and I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
Wow.
What's your movement?
No, bad kitty.
My movement is 40, but I have like half a dozen different things.
Oh, that's right. You can do
increase
all
my
the-
speed.
Okay, yeah, it's 45 away from you. So you know on the map here, this area in front of you is open water. So this is like a kind of river delta kind of area.
Oh, so it's not just like mud or something? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it is muddy. It's not terribly deep water, but it is water. So
So talk to me about the amount of movement I would need to get to it.
you will need to do your tabaxi thingy to double your speed to get to it. Whatever tabaxi I can't remember.
Well, I have more than one way of increasing my speed, so what's the
you
number?
will need so let's
45?
see. It's 45 feet away, but 5, 10, 15, 20 of that would take 40 feet itself.
Okay.
Because it's underwater. So count it as 65 feet away.
All right, I will click my heels together and activate my boots of speed.
All right.
And that will double my movement speed, giving me 80. And I will sprint over to this thing, and I'd like to attack it.
All right, go for it. You all should be able to move your icons too, by the way. They're on the map here, but I'll move you up there.
So I will. So I have 2 attacks. Can I attack it? Just like full attack?
Yeah. Go for it. So
All
roll
right,
your
it's been a while
attacks.
since I've been doing 5e. So I'm going to do... So I attack with my short sword.
Alrighty.
If it would let me do that.
A crit will definitely hit.
Oh, good. I'm also going to spend a key point to do 2 unarmed strikes. And then I will attack again. And spend a key point.
Yeah, so the 12 does not hit. Oh, wait, you're rolling a ton. Hold on.
Yeah, I get 6 attacks because of flurry of blows.
Okay. 4, 5, 6. You rolled 7, so the
Jeez.
last one.
Ignore the last one.
Yep, the 11 and the 12 do not hit, but all the rest hit. So go ahead and roll some damage.
Oh, that's weird that it doesn't do that. All right.
Oh, you just click on short sword and stuff underneath each one.
Oh, I see.
So, like, yeah.
If it would let me. So the 11 and the 12 don't hit?
The 11 and the 12 do not hit, yeah.
Okay. And one of these short swords doesn't count, so yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like the cutest, fluffiest Pokemon Displacer Beast ever.
Yeah, they're not Displacer Beasts. They are...
Well,
Nope.
something.
Ignore that 9, because that's the 11. Oh, jeez. Sorry, this is like I'm clicking and it's like double clicking.
Yeah, it's Roll20 sometimes takes a second. I think because of the lovely pandemic and everything.
Ryan pulls from the deck of all the things.
Who?
And if it matters, these actually do slashing because I have claws.
All right. Can you tally all this up while we pull? So you can give me the final number.
Yeah, that's
Go.
36.
Oh my.
What?
Also,
Ruin.
I'm...
Okay, tell me what we got.
All of your non-magical possessions are lost. This includes all your wealth and real property.
Oh my.
I would say,
Does that include clothes and everything?
yep, I think Paul's naked now.
Oh my god, I guess I'm gonna commit.
Also, so if it matters, my unarmed strikes count as magical.
Okay.
And also, because I have open hand technique, can it make a dexterity saving throw? 3 of them.
Okay, so the first one is a dirty 20, 12, and a 9.
Okay, so it's prone.
All right.
No, Ryan, slowly.
And do I lose all this the rest of the game? Or win?
Well, just remember, Ryan, that there are terms and services with Twitch, including not showing any skin on your chest.
Is that a thing?
That is a
That
thing.
is a thing.
That is a
That is a thing. Yeah, yeah.
We'll just have to
Just
imagine.
use your imagination.
Just all
Come
of
on,
a
guys,
sudden,
theater of the mind.
Theater of the mind here, yeah.
That's right.
Paul has...
We're going old school.
Take
to
my
not-
jet.
And while we're at it, Randall, go ahead and pull from the deck of wonder.
So man, I'm out of
So-
everything. Wow, that's rough, dude. Okay.
Let me know when to stop, Randall.
Stop. Go. That's it. That one.
That's
that
one.
one.
Everything that is broken or dirty in a 6-mile radius becomes like new.
Ooh.
So wait, you're in a swamp.
This becomes the most pristine water. Like it's all
Yeah.
potable. You can
So-
drink it.
As Toffee is running up, it starts slamming into this creature, knocking it prone. All of a sudden, the rotting smell of it goes away, and it smells nice. The rotting smell of the swamp
This
dissipates.
place is delightful.
Rotting trees that you see suddenly stand back upright and grow leaves and are full again.
I fixed it.
The whole swamp around you, suddenly the water is completely clean and clear. All of you two are pristine. Your clothes are clean if you had any clothes.
You are completely clean shaven.
You do still have the cloak of the bat on.
Oh, just the cloak of the bat.
Just the cloak of the bat.
Toffee is completely convinced that he punched the dirty out of the.
Yeah.
He ran up, hit him with a short sword, such a claw, and then whoosh.
So just to be clear, in my perspective, I was like looking in the mirror, like, oh my god, right? And then I see in the background, like, Toffee attack this thing, while simultaneously my clothes, except for this cloak, vanish.
Your mirror's gone too.
Straight up naked. Yeah, just. What?
I'm gonna say you do have like the satchel that's holding your 2 healing potions because those are magical.
Okay, so
like,
those stayed.
Yeah,
So maybe I have to like hold them. Like, what is going on here? Like, you attacked that thing, and it like made me totally a nude person.
Can I act? Or
I usually have that effect on people.
Right.
Yeah, you can totally act, Travis. What would you like to do?
So I have an extra pair of traveler's clothes that I.
No. Let me give him my vestments. Will be huge on him. He'll be walking around a swamp in a white tent.
So I'm sort of looking at both of you at the options like, are you kidding me? The robes I had were like year 300 garments that I killed like 1,000 people for. I don't know. These are. I guess I have no choice.
They are clean.
Right.
I know they're clean.
They are perfectly clean. Yeah.
Right, they're crisp.
To be quite honest, the one that Archimedes has given me is kind of like that ironic trendy, so I guess I'll wear like big clunky guy clothes. so I guess I put these big, and I like tie them off and stuff. You know? I guess this is a thing, right?
But Toffee, as you're over there slamming into this one, you look over and across this little riverbed that is now crystal clear, blue, pristine water. You see another one of these creatures, and like the effect of this spell, there's this of magic comes, and like again, the horrible smell goes away, but you see this reddish brown.
Wait, did I kill this thing, or is it just prone?
It's just prone. There's another one.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, there are 2. You now see the second one.
Good.
The second one was kind of hidden behind a tree.
But not anymore. Gotcha.
Not anymore. You see it. And now at this point, we will roll for initiative, everybody.
Oh dear.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm just sitting here like staring at you guys, like you guys are great.
Michael pulls from the deck of all the things.
Roll.
Oh.
For all of our raiders coming over from the Gamer Dogs channel, this is a completely random stream. We have a vote going on for which character is going to get the next random draw of whether it's from the deck of all the things or from the deck of wonders. So please start casting your votes for who gets the next draw.
I'm just gonna put my rolls like that in the chat for you there, Meg.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
I got a 9.
I forgot to add my modifier, so it's actually 20 for initiative.
Megan, is it okay if I were to engage the chat every once in a while to take a peek over, or would you prefer me wait until like
break?
I've had
wait
this thing
till
open
break.
this whole time.
Oh,
So what?
I have it.
How are you spelling Archimedes, Randall?
Sorry, no, Connor's still spelled wrong.
There you go.
Thank you.
Also, for chat, there is no limit to voting. Vote as many times as you want. Spam that chat.
Brian, what's your initiative modifier? Oh, no, you got a 9 total. I see.
Yeah.
You said that, and Pterodactyls. Vote Ryan.
I gotta pull that up, man. I want to see what's going on.
Yeah.
I probably will be distracted if I watch it, but
Oh, wait. 17,
Oh,
3.
Toffee, I'm sorry, sweetheart. You're just gonna get bludgeoned to death here.
I am?
Travis Burple. Love it.
Yes. Because that has happened.
Yeah.
All right, so top of the initiative order, Travis, after you look over at Paul, toss some clothes his way, you look over and you see these. Honestly, you can see both of them now that the swamp has been cleared and things are growing again, and it's a little like there's not as much like fallen vegetation and stuff. It's more like a forest than a swamp right now.
Right.
Strange. You see these two reddish creatures, kind of warthog looking with these large tails. And you do see Toffee has just landed into one and it has been knocked prone. And you see another one standing just on the other side of a small stream. What would you like to do?
All right, I need to get over there.
Oh, wait, we were supposed to do a pull. I'm sorry.
Oh, right.
That was
All right,
for
I'll hold
you. Wait, was the pull for you? Sorry, I forgot already. I was doing the initiative and it was someone pulls from the deck of all the things, I think.
That would have been Randall,
Okay.
Hey.
You're gonna,
right?
you're gonna,
Nope, that was Michael. Michael had
I
it
was
last.
gonna say, I did
yes,
the.
I thought it was.
Oh.
No.
Yeah,
Okay, so before your initiative, tell me
Sounds
when to
good.
stop.
Right now.
Alrighty. The clown. Until the next
gosh.
new moon, you fall prone every time you enter a room.
Okay. Sure.
Purple.
Purple. All right.
Purple.
So I think I'm going to. Travis is going to probably use. Is this terrain kind of except the water? It's just normal terrain that I can.
It was going to be difficult terrain, but now because it's a nice forest, thanks to the deck of wonder, it's normal terrain. You can the water you'll have to double movement for, or try to
Okay.
jump over.
Okay.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
gonna make as many acrobatics checks as possible.
Right. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
2. So I'm going to try to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I can get to like here or so,
Okay.
but I have to make probably a jump check.
Yeah. So go ahead and make an acrobatics check, or athletics, whichever your choice.
Okay, let me just see what my modifier is real quick. 3 or 3, so that's easy to calculate. 18.
18. Yeah, easy enough. Jump over, stick the landing. You're able to get right up next to this thing.
But I think that's pretty much my action because
Okay, yeah, 'cause you dashed for it.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you dash right up. You're right up, right there, ready for the next round.
Coffee.
Oh.
Purple.
This monster, it's gonna roll up off the ground. It is not too happy with you, Toffee.
Provoking attack of
So-
opportunity? No.
It is going to kind of just pivot its body, staying next to you, and swing its tail out at you. Which is going to be a 26.
Which of us is he attacking?
Toffee.
I mean, yeah, it meets. Yeah, it's fine.
So it does 21 points of bludgeoning damage
Ooh,
as this
gross.
tail. It is this humongous,
Randall pulls from the deck of
Oh.
wonder.
Man.
as it just smacks right into you.
Oh no.
Somebody's Mr. Popular tonight.
Give it to me.
You're.
Oh gosh.
Watch your icon on the screen.
Oh no, my name changed.
Oh no!
Oh! I'm like 15 feet tall!
You just grew giant sized for one day.
This is amazing! Oh! Come in and know me better, man!
And you couldn't stealth before.
Right, yeah, no kidding. I am like wildly confused, like, what?
Wow, this is going on here.
This is crazy everywhere.
Oh, okay. Does that... I guess when it comes to my turn, you can tell me what that affects, but alright.
Yeah, I think it's just
Okay.
you just grow to the size of a giant.
Oh, okay.
We'll say for the fun and flavor of it, you get to add an extra D4 to strength based attacks. Strength based things.
Cool.
This other monster is gonna go ahead and run up to the other person that just invaded its space
Make me happy.
and take a swing at Travis to see if I can roll as well as I did. Oh yeah, I did. 24.
Ew, that's a miss.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're a ranger. I didn't roll very well, though. 7, 10, 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Oh, and actually, I apologize. Toffee, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, and Travis, I need to make you to make a Constitution saving throw.
In intelligence by accident. Here we go. 18.
18, you succeed. Oh, Travis, can you make a con save? Sorry.
My bad. But it's +2. Okay. I keep doing that.
Look at me, I'm enormous.
18.
You've always
18,
been enormous.
You make it. So when these tail impacts hit you, it kind of knocks the wind out of you, but you're able to maintain and not get stunned for a round.
Oh, jeez.
That was their turn. Paul!
Okay.
Mostly naked Paul.
I'm wildly confused. Well, I think I have big, dirty, giant clothes on now.
No, they are pristine.
Oh, they are.
They are
pristine. That's
sparkling white.
I'm glad I at least got them before you turned into a giant. That would have been worse. Like I'm wearing like bags, like bag rags right now. So I mean, I guess I'm gonna try to get as close as I can. Right? I don't have any gear, so I don't have any knives or anything to throw. So
Oh, that's no fun.
no, that's fine. No. I like it. I like it. 1,
You like it? Okay.
2, 3, 4. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm 30 feet, but like at least 10 of that is doubled.
Mm-hmm.
So dash is what, 5 feet?
If you did 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25, you could get to right here without needing to dash. And then a dash would get
5?
you easily up next to any of them.
Okay.
Dash
So then
doubles your speed.
Okay, so I will. I'll do that, and as my bonus action, I'll dash.
Alrighty.
And I guess I'm gonna do an unarmed strike. Let's see.
Go for it.
Yeah. Let me get my action. So 5 foot reach, and then I do get.
You would get sneak attack if it hits.
I do get sneak attack, so let me roll. And I also roll an extra D4 that does damage to me.
Yes.
And unarmed strike is
1 point.
Yeah.
What was that?
It's
One
just
point
your
of
strength.
damage.
It's just your strength modifier. That's all it is.
Oh, good God!
Yeah.
I'm so, take that. Rawr. Hold on, listen. All right, so let me roll then just a D4.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta organize these windows. There it is. Okay, D4. Let's roll this sucker.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So we'll do the first one. So if you hit, you got to roll D20 though, plus your strength modifier to see if you can.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
You're okay.
Let's see, where did that dice go? There it is. So D20. Oh, it goes here.
2.
Let's see. What did I roll?
2.
17, not 2. Well, Oh, I did roll it once. Oh, because I can just click on the die and that rolls it. Oh, I see. Oh, an advanced roll. I see. Shit.
Yep. So you come up and you go to punch at it, and it just like you miss and waft completely. Unfortunately.
Well, like, my self-esteem is plummeting. I'm ugly, I'm old, I'm naked, I'm wearing giant bad clothes. Like, I see the glory of Toffee over here looking like I'm like crazy awesome. I just whiffed. I think I'm like now rolling disadvantage because I'm like, why am I even here anymore?
Travis is beautiful.
Right, and I've lost
Archimedes
my
is a
magic cards.
giant.
But I've lost all my magic cards. Where's my purpose? Like, I have no purpose right now. All right.
All right. So Paul, that is your go. Toffee.
I am going to use my bonus action, my Step of the Wind, to disengage and back off these things a little bit.
Okay.
And I want to toss for my use object, I'd like to toss. I have a bundle of 10 darts.
Brian pulls from the deck of all the things.
Okay.
I want to try and toss them to my nude, unarmed friend, so that
Gotcha.
he is no longer swinging a fist.
Thank you.
That is amazing. All right, let me start that again. Let me know when to stop.
Go ahead, right there.
But what you don't understand is he hands it to you, and then his other hand comes up and just slaps you because he still has no control over it.
That's true.
I'm like, yeah, so it's just, oh my God, thank you. Because he slapped me out of it. You totally could tell that I was getting down on myself, and so you hit me to make me feel better. You are like such a lifelong friend now to me. All right, go ahead.
And Paul, when that hit happens, it reminds you, oh yeah, I'm a king. I'm the king of a country really far away from here. Why am I feeling bad about this?
I was once a god, and I chose to live along these peons. I'm really awesome. Thank you, Toffee. You reminded me.
You're welcome. This is
why
I'm here.
You are like a lifelong friend, or like a really good temporary acquaintance. One of those you are to me. Thank you very much.
I like to think that I spread joy and wonder to
you totally do right now. Right.
Paul, what's the name of this country you are the king of?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh my God, because I want to just call it a copyrighted name. So I'm not. I am the old archaic town of Georgia. The mystical town that when people hear its name, they are like blown away, like, oh my God, what a crazy place. And that is like Pittsburgh.
Spelled with a J.
Or some random town. Greensville. What's my card?
That was it. The crown.
Oh, that's right. Sweet.
The crown. You. Let's see. Here we go.
You are not a leader of a small, faraway nation. Okay, I remembered that is the case, right?
Yeah, you remembered that.
Thank you so much.
Helpful and usable in this situation.
Right. Yes, it was.
Thank you so much for giving up all that
Creatures
you
are
have
bowing to you right now.
to be here with us.
All right. So, Toffee, for your interaction, you give your darts over to Paul.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do for action?
And I'm going to use my wholeness of body to heal myself. And I gain hit points equal to 3 times my monk level.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
So you get 18 hit points back?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
And that'll be me.
All right. The giant, known as Archimedes. Your movement speed is increased by 10.
Okay.
So your base walking speed is 40 now.
So 1, 2. I can get up here, right?
Oh yeah, you can get
Easily. I don't want.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna hang back. No, I'll come up here, and I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna have a spiritual weapon, and it's gonna show up. How do I do this? How do I make it ping? Yeah.
There you go.
You're gonna go, like right there. That's good.
Okay.
It shows up in the shape of a giant. It's just an anvil, and it's just floating around.
Nice.
It's this giant floating anvil.
Okay.
And I just kind of look at it. I point at it, and I go up, 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 and then I just drop it on him.
All right. So
it just drops on the one next to Travis.
all right, make a spell attack.
All right.
We'll kind of move it half onto that one.
Yeah. All right. That is 21.
21 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right, 1d. Let's see how these. I got a new set of dice today, and I'm excited. All right, cool. 10 points of damage.
Nice. Oh, Connor, what was the total damage you did on your attack?
Oh, geez. Let me scroll all the way up and find out.
Was that 36?
Like 30?
It was 36.
36?
36? Okay, cool. Thank you. All right, so spiritual weapon downs on this thing's head.
Yeah. So cast through that, then it attacks. Do I still have a bonus action or no?
You still have an action.
Still have an
Spiritual
action?
weapon's a bonus action. Yep.
Fantastic. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and take a swing at this big ugly right in front of me
Go for it.
with my warhammer. And that's going to be 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Cool. All right, where's my action? So it's a 1d8 again. I do have my shield up. So
All right.
That's going to be 8 points of damage on him.
8 points plus the extra d4 because you're big.
Oh, plus a d4 because I'm big. I'm huge. Plus 3, so 13 total.
13
Oh no, I'm
damage.
sorry. What did I say? 8.
8 plus
8, so 11. 11.
We can math, everybody.
Well, I had 2 attacks. Yeah, and that's me.
All right, so you come in slamming down on him as it comes back to the top of the initiative order with Travis Purple.
Well, I am certainly inspired by the spiritual weapon coming down and hitting this one in front of me. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the creature in front of me.
All right.
Out my prey, Burple. And with my 2 short swords, going to make a couple of attacks.
Nice.
Okay. So first one is,
Crit
Miss.
Crit miss.
miss. And the second one,
That one will hit.
a little bit better.
So the
Okay.
first one, you swing down and like swing wide and just kind of like come off your footing a little bit, but you make up for it with the other blade coming in to connect.
All right, so that's going to be 1d6 plus 3. Use this roller again. So that's 7 damage, and with the Hunter's Mark, it's an
Should be an
extra
extra d6, I think.
d6, so
So
10
10.
altogether.
Nice. So slicing into this thing, you have the sense that this creature generally is more powerful in the swamp, but since the swamp was suddenly magically cleaned and everything was amazingly pristine, it has lost some of its abilities. But they
Good
still
to
have a
know.
really big tail.
Yes. All right. Watch out for that.
So the one in front of Travis starts trying to attack the anvil. They are not smart. It's done the most damage to it. It hit it first. It is strange. It is flying. It does not know what it is, so it's making some wild swings at that. The other one's going after the great big giant next to it.
Sure.
With a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So 22 points of bludgeoning damage. And make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Son of a gun. Hit like a truck. Constitution save?
Yep.
21.
21, you're able to shake it off, like just with the
Okay.
giant form and like your lungs holding so well. Doesn't seem to do anything to you. That was their go. Paul.
Okay. Would you say that the light in this swamp is somewhat dim?
It's later afternoon, yes. I would
Alright.
say that it's good light at this point.
So with my new boost of confidence and my trendy bag rags and with my cloak of the bat, I take it on like Batman and I fly in the air and go, a few feet back, maybe, basically just out of range of that one. And but
Okay.
otherwise, it's like these things as I go in the air, they're so loose and they get so winded. Like most of them puff up, the pants come down. My van penis is step 10. Yeah, my van penis is just flapping in the wind. But I'm like super
Does it
confident.
have tiny teeth? How does that work?
Right, it's got little tiny fangs, so fangs. So I'm in the air, and I believe with this thing, I have to hold both sides for it to go. So I'm only going to go maybe like
The first 10 feet you fall, you do not take damage, by the way. So
So I could go 19 and not take damage?
Connor pulls from the Deck of Wonder.
Oh.
Let's do it. Now.
Somewhere, somehow, a demi-plane of alcoholic beverages is created. Toffee knows this. Believes it with all his might and being.
It just fills me with hope and pride.
I could really go for a drink right now.
Yeah, if you were to fall...
I believe the flavor text says you don't go there, it just exists now.
It just exists. Yep,
Wow,
it just
what a
exists.
tease.
No.
So, alright, you have flown 19 feet in the air?
Will that make it so I don't take damage?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm flying 19 feet in the air, and I've got... Someone gave me darts, right? Like, I believe Toffee gave me darts.
Toffee gave you 10 darts.
10 darts. How many darts am I able to throw?
You'd be able to do 2.
2 darts. And what are they? D6?
D4 damage.
D4. All right, let me...
And don't
pretty
you
much the
take
same as
damage that you
daggers.
give?
What's that?
Don't you
He does,
add an
yeah.
extra D4 of
I
damage?
add a D4, and then I take that damage, yeah.
Yep.
Let me see if I even hit, because I don't know.
So 13, that'd be plus your dex plus your proficiency. So yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and then you said... so let me roll D4 twice.
Yep, so the damage is going to be 2d4 plus your dexterity.
Okay, dexterity's plus... oh my god. It's the no pants, guys. I thought I was confident in it, and it turned out it's cold out there. So... That... shoot. And that's what's plus 1, my dex? And is it plus 1 per roll?
What's your is your dex plus 1?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, so that would be 3 total for that one. But
Okay.
you also get sneak attack.
Okay, what do I do for that one? It's a...
Sneak attack.
See, I could take a
Three.
peek.
It's only 1d6.
1d6?
No, I think at 5
At
it's
fourth, at 5th level?
5th level. It's 3d6.
3d6. Oh, okay.
3d6, wow. All right, let me roll that. Okay, and then
Nice.
1d4.
Oh no, you already did the d4.
No, for my damage. For the damage to me.
You took the 1 as well.
It's the same as what you deal out, right?
Oh,
The same as what you deal. So you
I thought
dealt
it
the one
did it
and
because
you
I
take
do an
one.
additional damage. So I did the 4 for the darts themselves, and
Yeah,
then I roll another
so it's
d4
1d4 for the dart plus 1d4 for your little thorns.
Oh, I was going to throw 2 darts.
Michael
Yeah,
pulls
so
from the
roll-
deck of
yeah.
all the things.
Who does?
Michael.
Oh my god. So yeah, no, you
Travis
gotta
is
roll a
ready.
second attack.
Purple.
Oh, I got you. I see. Okay. Did you get all that math on that one?
That one's good.
So I'll do all that again.
All right.
Here.
I'm dropping things.
This
This one,
so D4. Hey, 4. And then I'm going to do a D4 for the damage that goes to
manacles.
me.
You lose the use of your hands and feet for 3 hours.
Oh, that's troublesome.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
It's that face plant, I
rough.
guess?
I would say like more all of a
Drop-
sudden just junk.
Drop to my knees or something.
The image is that.
Oh,
So all of a sudden you look over at your ranger and he's just Kika!
what the bloody hell?
I need a little help over here. Purple, something's going on.
No, he's taunting them. He's showing his bravery. Rally, my friends.
Travis, you are a brave soul. I like it.
So Ryan, roll another d20 to see if you hit with a second dart.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Nope. Oh, wait. No, it's Rhonda. Nope.
Yeah, no, that's not going to hit,
That doesn't do
unfortunately.
her. Okay.
All right,
Gotcha.
so that will do it for your turn.
So I took 1 damage. Okay.
Toffee.
Randall pulls from the deck of wonder.
Oh my. It's getting fast and
Wow.
furious.
Oh no. Oh, sorry. Now you're forgetting.
All right, the longer you wait to call it, the quicker time passes on my side.
Yeah.
So long as you are walking, soft music plays around you and increases tempo. The faster you move, the music stops at the next full moon.
Oh, this'll be great.
Quiet, light, jovial, bouncing music to replace the
All right.
The crows from Disney.
Toffee, what are you doing on your turn?
Where am I again? Where am I standing? All right. I want to. Now that I've healed myself, I want to jump back into the fray here.
All right.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, I want to get myself there.
Easily enough done.
Yep. And
Randall pulls from the deck of all the things.
Goodness.
with the remaining key points that I have,
Do it now.
let's see what his card is first.
Ooh. Yes. You and your companions regain health and abilities as though you've had a full night's rest.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Health goes back to 100, key points all back, spell slots all back.
Long rest.
I should have
Take it, baby.
just done it.
Does that mean that do I get my hands and feet back because it's 3 hours?
Yeah.
No.
Now you're back.
Sure. Yeah, that's more fun.
What about my gear? Am I still
No,
damn,
you're still
damn
naked.
penis?
You're still naked.
Where
Your
did
stuff
you
is gone. But you still have your kingdom. Your faraway
I
kingdom.
got my kingdom
Those?
of Pittsburgh.
Those both hit.
And using key points.
Hits.
Oh, jeez.
Misses. Hits.
And so I'm healed. That's good.
Hits.
Perfect. So we'll do
Nice.
1. And the 16 hit?
The 16 hit, yes.
Yes. Okay.
All right, so 10, 20,
Jeez, oh, Pete.
38, 39, 40, 41 points of damage.
Catch a whirlwind.
That's enough. As you're coming forward and just slamming into this thing, you just seem to find like it's the hide is incredibly thick, but you're able to get purchase and it goes down.
You mess with
All
the
right.
cats, you get the claws. Stop that! Jeez. Oh wait, no, it resets, so I don't have that anymore. Never mind.
Oh yeah.
yeah, all those things.
Yeah.
Yep. But
Oh, come on.
Artemis,
He still
You're
says
still big.
Burple. He still says Burple, right?
Yeah, but mine was only till
Purple.
morning.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
His is like a
Archimedes.
Dabney kind of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to come over this way here, and as I go, all of a sudden, you guys all hear this like, well, maybe you don't, but I do. This driving Miss Daisy, and then spiritual weapon hits first.
All right. Go ahead. Roll attack.
That'll be that'll be a miss.
All
That's
right.
2. And then
Yeah, that's a miss.
I'm gonna it just this anvil comes down just right into the mud. It's just kind of
And then
sits there, and
The creature kind of cocks its head to the side, is looking kind of angry.
then I
Was it
will take a swing at it as well. That is much better. That's going to be a 23.
23 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh wow. Okay, so 3 plus a d4, so 6 points total.
Nice. All right, so coming up towards it, the anvil misses. You're able to smack into it. But you hear this, all of you hear this kind of peppy, driving, jazzy kind of music playing as Archimedes runs around. Travis, is your go.
Travis is a bit unnerved from all the changes that have happened in the last 6 seconds to his body. From flailing out to then having his wits about them and all his health. So he's a little skeptical of what's going to be happening next. But he's going to take 2 swings once again at this creature. And I'm just going to roll on my end because the
Yep. It's slow on roll 20
roll
sometimes.
20 is not cooperating. And I think these both might miss. The highest I got is a 12.
12, unfortunately, is not enough. So you come into, like, you're kind of confused as you're looking around and you swing, but it's just not quite enough to connect.
I'm eyeing up
and-
Paul, thinking his hijinks are causing all this disruption. I'm
Yeah.
skeptical.
So on the monster's turn, seeing its dead companion, seeing this giant coming down, seeing this anvil coming for it, this monster turns tail and just runs the F away.
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
If you want to, go for it.
Heck yeah, I do. That's going to be 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
As a ranger, do you get one or two? Two weapons?
Just one. It'll
Okay.
just be one, yeah.
That'll be 11 plus 2, so 13.
All right.
18.
18 hits, yep.
Okay. And that'll be...
And you have your hunter's mark on this one.
Yes. So 12 damage.
All right. All right, this thing gets hit a couple times and it goes limping off. We're going to take a quick break here, but just before that, as it's going limping off, you hear it kind of splashing into the water and you hear this... And this creature makes a scream just out of sight. And we'll take a quick break if anybody needs to run to the bathroom, but also so we can say hi to chat.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, chat.
How's everyone doing?
Chat.
So if
Hey,
we can
chat.
pause the timer for the pulls for a moment.
I was going to say, do we have to keep pulling cards during
Yeah,
break?
We'll pause for a moment. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh. The pterodactyl.
Well, hello, Amelia.
Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh.
No, what's up?
Go ahead and start it after the break with Ryan pulling from the deck of wonder.
Alrighty.
Good.
Hopefully it grows you clothes.
I know, man. I'm glad I knew about the rule that Pat told me. I was going to go method on that one.
Yeah, you were getting ready. You were into it.
I was
ready.
do it. I love enthusiasm.
Yeah, you're not allowed on, we might have moved.
We did. I'll
We
fix
did.
it.
Yeah, please don't turn off cameras because it moves us.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know that.
It's okay.
That was
It's
very
okay.
crazy. I'm going to get a drink.
Yeah, do not turn off the camera.
Yeah, Euro trash Ryan. Yeah, man. That's a good way to describe it.
Sorry, I was feeling parched. I had to get a lovely Moxie.
Nice.
What is that?
Moxie? It's the oldest soft drink in existence. It's amazing. It tastes like licorice and Jägermeister.
None of what
Okay.
you said is attracting me to that.
You had any Jägermeister back
Right.
like 12, 15 years ago.
Oh my god, no kidding.
Oh my god.
That's cool. Is that when they still made drinks with like asbestos and like heroin?
Yeah.
I think the word you're looking for is cocaine.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
I feel like a fool. Cocaine.
So
I'll have
loves
you
his
know the
cocaine
term
and
Moxie
asbestos.
comes from the drink, not the other way around.
these are
Really?
all the cards
Really,
we
really.
have pulled thus far.
Wow. There you
Oh,
go.
wow.
Are we able to choose? I just recalled. Are we able to choose two at any time?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, two from the deck. Two pulls from the deck of wonder, two pulls, or one pull from the deck of all the things.
Sweet.
Yeah. Awesome. So we'll get into this next thing. This will be fun.
Highest of hijinks.
This hasn't broken the game nearly as much as I thought it was going to. This is
Yeah,
fun.
people usually...
Well,
like,
you almost got your channel banned from Twitch, so it was close.
That's true.
that wasn't the card. Don't blame that on... Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
No, like, I love the things where it's like, a demon starts, randomly chasing you all. So I do have stuff like that prepped, but
A lot of people have said to us, this seems like super broken. Like, this is going to get out of hand really quick. And I'm like, no, I mean, it's really not as crazy as maybe you think. Like, it's a fun addition, certainly, and things can get wacky, especially if you're like drawing them every second. But
yeah. Well, and the thing too is like for DMs stuff to remember too is it's ultimately in your control. Like one card that has gotten pulled a lot in my groups from the deck of wonder is like you're suddenly transported 5 years into the future. And I just put a time limit on it. It's like they're 5 years in the future for about a minute to see the ramifications if they don't succeed at their quest. And then suddenly they're back in the present.
Also, there's 100 cards. You can take some out. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like at conventions, we usually have people like flip through the demo deck, and they're like, I don't know, there's like 4 or 5 cards in here that like, I don't think I want my players to have that. You could just leave them in the box.
Yeah.
You get,
Yeah,
so
they don't have to be there. Let me come over here.
although I'm very, very proud to say that the Deck of Wonder has killed Tiamat as of this past summer.
Really?
Yeah, we got a great story at PAX East, where someone came to us and told us that during his game, they went to do something with wild magic, and they pulled from the Deck of Wonder, and Tiamat was flying high above them, getting ready to bombard them and attack them, and everyone everywhere falls prone. So Tiamat took appropriate falling damage as it fell prone from very high up in the sky. And that's all she wrote.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, actually, that Everyone Everywhere Falls Prone was drawn in one of my groups, and they have fought Tiamat before.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly just prevented Tiamat from coming to the material plane, but that was the thing. They're like, oh, Tiamat fell prone right now.
The best story that I've heard is for the Everyone Everywhere Falls Prone is everyone everywhere fell prone, and basically everything stopped. The big grand adventure, the big bad evil guy was like, okay, I give everyone, like every kingdom got together and they're like, adventurers, come, we're forming a great council to find out who's behind the falling, and they're like, yeah, weird. Yeah, we'll look into that. Let us know how that turns out.
All right, so as we jump back into this, so that we have time to hopefully get through this fight, it was Ryan pulls from the deck of all the things, I think? Or
Can't remember.
Just draw from both of them.
Yeah.
He doesn't have his headphones on.
I do. Can you hear me?
No, Pat doesn't.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, sorry, Sven, to chat. There's Sven. Well, I'll just say it was all the things, because that's more fun, right?
Okay. Go. Right there.
Whoop, that one. Ah! All right. Oh, Equinox. If you or one of your companions dies, that person will come back to life the next sunrise. However, an oppositely aligned nemesis of equal power to that person will also come back to life, rising somewhere in the world.
Van Helsing.
Maybe in your kingdom.
Yes.
Right. My kingdom of Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. The capital city
Where
of
all
Georgia.
the meat is rare.
That's exactly. I love red meat. It's pretty good. Okay.
So as you all see this monster run off, stage right, left, something, I don't know, top right of the screen, and hear this roar, what would you all like to do?
Do we see anything else?
Is there a clear line of sight there?
Make perception checks. Not quite clear. I could say you could see something.
I have advantage with my eye patch thing.
Yeah.
I got a 20.
Nice.
Okay, so that's
13.
Megan, the scream, was it like just a monster scream, or it sounded like
It was a monster scream. Yeah, it sounded like a monster scream.
I got a 19.
All right, so yeah, our 19 and our dirty 20. What you see is this. It's hard. You don't exactly know. You see something humongous thrashing this water buffalo thing around. You see a lot of green. So there certainly seems to be some sort of monster there. Paul, you know it is not scaly.
Yeah. Yeah. So I see. So just to get the clear, so we see this old monster go in, scream, go gargling into the water, and then this non-scaly one is where?
Is up probably 60 to 80 feet away.
What is it if not scaly? What do I notice is like...
It's hard. There's a lot of trees and stuff in the way. Sorry, probably closer to 90 feet away from you.
90 feet, but I can see it's not... Like, I'm obviously like, what? That's not how it was described.
Yeah, it's like not... It's blubbery, possibly. Might be
okay.
Regardless of whatever just happened, I'm going to relocate myself to Archimedes' shoulder.
All right.
Fair. Guys, like, a lot of weird things have been happening to me, to be honest, and, like, my clothes are gone, and I've seen some strange thing. He lost his feet and hands. That guy grew, like, 1,000 feet, but I just saw something, like, way over there. It did not look like what that lady told us. It did not have scales. I can't quite see it, but it's something, like, way different.
That's what we're here for.
Well, we did kill one of these things, and the other one is screaming. So, mission accomplished, yes?
I mean, I'm cool, bro. Like, if you are, for sure. Randall, we can't hear you. I can't hear you anyway.
Is that better?
Yep. Now we have voice.
Okay. Hey! I must have had a mute on the whole time. That's great. That's what we're here for. Let's go. I start walking in that direction without anyone else's consent or anything, and you just hear ba 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 ba.
And I'm just sitting on his shoulder. Toffee's like, no, the other, my friend, no, please, no. Oh, stop. Oh, jeez.
So you come crashing through the underbrush, through these beautiful, clean trees. Let me drag you over to the next map.
And I guess I'm going to fly over, by the way. I'll be flying with it.
Okay, so you're flying along.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, that dead tree is now a living tree with lots of leaves and foliage.
Honor pulls from the deck of all the things.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Walking with my short swords. Fort Purple.
Seriously?
What is it?
Gain 25,000 XP.
What is happening? I lose my clothes, I get old, and this cat, like, keeps leveling up, and man.
So...
25,000 on top of, that's...
Yeah, on top of the
or
rest
what?
that you
You
have.
get to level 8, I believe.
Yeah, 25,000 will put him at level 8.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're not level 8, so you have an ASI or a feat that you can take.
Toffee cat, toffee cat, toffee cat. Oh!
But coming into this area, what you see is this humongous frog coming out of the water. It has 3 eyes, all pointing in different directions, and inside of its mouth, screaming as it is slowly being eaten,
Older frog.
is that other monster that you have been fighting. The tail is smacking at it. Let me do a couple of rolls. Misses. Does get to land a hit on it. So it takes some damage. And you do see 3 humanoid frog people in the back with spears basically cheering.
Right.
Yeah, essentially.
So Megan, I'm pretty high in, like, religion and arcana, and as well as intelligence. I've been alive for very long, as it were.
Yeah.
Do I know what's going on?
Make a history check. I'll say you can have advantage on it because you're long-lived and all of that.
All right.
Michael pulls from the deck of wonder.
16, and then plus intelligence, right? But plus the intelligence buff. 16 plus 6, so 22.
Oh, 22. So you
Sure,
would actually...
go.
Oh.
lose XP.
Yes. You lose 25,000 XP.
Yeah.
What's this?
The party's clothing disappears for 5 minutes. I'm just going to tell you, if there wasn't a Twitch rule, I would demand the clothes come off. And Michael Mallen would blush for a second time to watch a grown man.
Maybe a third. Maybe a third.
Maybe a third.
So as you all are standing there looking at this, and
Well, this is awkward.
all of your clothes just vanish. Armor is still on, but clothing now has gone away.
All of a sudden, I turn it around and
And nothing but
You
eye
see
patch
that
and never armor.
Is he still a giant?
yep.
Yes.
So I'm like, bro, that thing is like massive. Look at
Stuff
this.
is
Put that
very
thing
comfortable.
away.
That thing's like a D20 damage up there.
Oh god. You would know this is a frog. How to pronounce it completely wrong. Frogobeth.
Okay.
Basically a
Oh, yeah.
twisted, humongous frog that is often worshipped as though as a god by bullywugs, who are fairly low intelligent frog people who live in the swamps. They try to feed it and to appease it because they think it's their god, because it is a humongous frog.
Okay.
Very dangerous creatures. They will pretty much eat anything that they can.
Do I know about their god? Like, do I know who they worship?
Well, you would know that they tend to worship these creatures.
These creatures, okay. Like, I guess what I'm mainly asking is, do I have any information? So my main thing is to try to use, like, my years of wisdom to try to manipulate people where I can, right? Do I have any information that I could use to try to manipulate these frog people to, like, feign that I'm a deity of their religion, to, like, anything like that? Or to feign that Archimedes is a deity of their, I mean...
You'd have to probably disguise them as a frog of some kind.
Do I need to just go in there and just wrestle this thing?
Possibly something like that could work. But yeah, they're the bullywugs. I don't believe they. Yeah, they're fairly low intelligence. They're not as unintelligent as like a beast, but they're not. They speak their own frog language. They don't speak the common tongue.
Okay. Can I... Oh, well. Okay. I think I'd like to try something.
Go for
Is
it.
one clearly a leader?
It doesn't seem to be. It seems like maybe these three are in charge of trying to just gather their god to come and live with them or whatever. You know, they go out and try to find them.
Okay. Can I fly over and try...
Archimedes is pulling from the deck of wonder.
Oh, let's see it.
Go.
No one can see or hear you for the next 7 hours.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so...
I think he took your compliments maybe the wrong way.
Wait. So now is
Ryan
just floating?
Toffee is now just floating.
Ryan also pulls from the deck of all the things.
And now...
Oh, my friend, what is
Right there.
what is happening?
Wait, where did my perch go?
Well,
I can feel him,
this one
though,
doesn't
right?
really do anything. Yeah, you can feel him.
Right.
Yeah,
What is it? What is it? What did I get?
It's alchemist. All the gold in your possession turns to lead, but you don't have any gold because you already lost everything.
No, my gold's gone, baby.
Yeah.
It's just gone.
What about the gold at his kingdom?
Ah.
Oh, it says
Ooh.
possession, in your possession.
Hmm.
Oh, thank
Well-
God. Be a lot of gold.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, so 50, this is 75, and I can go 30 with a dash and 40 with the block. Okay. So I'd like to run over, right? Like to do my 30 with my dash, and then
Okay.
fly 40 feet over there. So basically to reach him, I want to talk to that closer guy, and I'm going to try my little thing where I try my thing I did.
You know
to,
they don't speak the common tongue.
What do they speak?
They speak their own frog language.
So I think that the
Really
thing, and you can tell me if this is limited, the thing that I do is not so much about the words that I use. It's more of like a
A charisma
remnant
kind
of
of like...
vampiric and like bewitching, right?
Gotcha. Okay. No, you can certainly try that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's I fly over and I do something equally equally creepy to this guy. Like,
So go ahead and make a
okay,
intimidation check.
yeah, you got it.
Megan, just real quick,
Ouch.
is it just my companions that can't see me, or nothing can see me?
Nothing can see you.
Okay.
Ah.
Or
So that
hear
gives
you.
you advantage. Yeah, or
Or
hear
hear
you. So
me.
you have-
Yeah.
Yeah. You
So I did a 13.
13.
I would like to point out, though, that music is not coming from him.
Yeah, that. Oh, yeah.
So
That might be one way to track them.
There's still
You see
music
this-
playing.
Yeah, there's still some music playing. You see the frog's eyes getting big, and it's just looking very confused. It doesn't seem to be fully, like, buying that you're the god, but it's questioning what's going on right now.
Got
As it sees a floating cat person.
A
and it's-
disappearing giant.
There is some confusion going on. We go ahead and delete the cute chubby phase kitten because it has now been eaten completely.
And
We're supposed to see a frog here?
Yeah, it's right next to him.
Oh, you know what? I might have it on the GM layer. I'm sorry. I do. Like, there he is.
Oh,
okay.
Hey, creepy.
Yep.
Oh, got it.
And actually, he should be bigger than... no, that's the right size.
Gotcha.
So it has taken some damage from the tail, but it's kind of looking around and looking toward, like, the eyes are all... big frog eyes blinking. It would have really gone for the giant, but I can't see it now. Or hear it.
I start walking forward, and all you hear is, "Where have you gone, Archimedio? The Allhammer loves you more than you will know."
Whoa. I don't think... Does not have...
Let's see, so... Where can I go to?
And the open area where there is not vegetation is water. Just so you're aware.
Okay.
Oh, what happened here? Why did I tilt? All right, there we go. So I'm
Randall
just gonna
pulls
walk
from the
up.
deck of wonder.
Of course I do. I'm going to walk up here by this tree and see if Toffee wants to jump up into it. 'Cause
Alrighty.
I'm still like nothing on me.
Randall. You want?
Yes.
Is it you? Is it Randall?
Yep.
Okay, you got to guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at that. Yes, go. If I don't answer within 3 seconds or 3 shuffles, just pull it.
What do we got?
The nearest creature, so Toffee,
Oh boy.
is cursed to touch a spindle of a spinning wheel and fall into a death-like sleep. Your kiss will awaken him.
There you go. I thought he was going to get like 50,000 XP. Yeah.
My poor little
that's
pussycat.
That's just Toffee, who is now the level 8 character.
Mm.
But that's not until he's touched the spinning wheel.
Who knows
Until
when that
he's-
could happen?
Exactly.
Yeah. Who knows?
If there's a card in there that makes a spinning wheel appear, we're all screwed. Because Toffee's the damage dealer here.
And I will say, everyone else at this point, your clothing has reappeared.
Thank God.
Sweet.
Perfect.
Oh.
Oh my God, I'm so happy. These robes. I never knew how much I love them. But I kind of was getting kind of comfortable freeballing it, actually. That felt kind of nice.
All right. So as you are standing there, so Toffee, are you going to climb up onto the tree?
Oh, absolutely not. I'm enjoying this. I'm going to stay right where I am.
Okay, I'm a giant. About how tall am I?
Say you're hilled 16 feet.
16 feet? Okay. I'm just wondering about how high up of a perch I am for Toffee.
High enough.
So, yep.
Can I pull from the deck of wonder, by the way? Can I do that
Yes,
now?
you may.
Go ahead, right there.
Right there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. For the next minute, you can cast any spell as a bonus action.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord.
It's a lot of pressure.
Oh my God. Can someone like text me a really solid spell?
Power word kill.
Yeah.
What one?
Power word kill.
Power word kill.
I think the intent is a spell you know.
Oh.
Right.
The intent is that, but that's not there. So and
That's
it's just
true.
like
That's
all the
true.
spells.
How about
Thank you for finding that in
Meteor
future editions.
Okay, great.
Meteor Swarm sounds good.
Meteor Swarm sounds pretty fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me look up a meteor form. But it's not my turn anyway, so you guys can go and I'll...
Yeah, so you're gonna... What were
If you want to
doing, Randall?
intimidate
Oh, but I do that
bullywugs.
now, I guess, don't I? Okay,
Within the next minute.
right. Yeah, why don't we just be crazy? I'll just utter the word and kill the frog. Can I do that?
Let me see. Hold on.
They're totally going to think I'm a god at this point.
Actually,
if they're
that
confused when I
would...
do this shit, they're going to think I'm a god for sure.
Yeah, but you have to do it in a big grandstandy way so they see you doing it.
Okay, it's fine.
If it has 100 hit points or fewer, it dies.
Yeah. What would be your power word?
Oh man, there's so much pressure. Anybody got recommendations?
Purple?
Chat, or you guys for
Purple.
purple? Let me see if anybody in chat can get it in time for the power word. I'll give them at least maybe 30 seconds to see if they got something.
And before you utter your power word,
Okay.
all the rumblings and things, you see, because the water is so clear and pristine, because everything was cleaned within 6 miles, this large creature swimming up, coming up from underneath this frogolith. You see 5 heads pop out of the water, surrounding it, start biting into it with a scaly skin as a hydra comes up and starts attacking the frogolith.
It starts attacking the frog, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. And the power word, it has to be 100 or less health?
Yeah.
Is that what someone said?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do I have an idea of how much health the thing has?
These things probably have quite a bit of health, but there's now...
Go back to Meteor Storm.
Meteor Swarm.
Sounds like Meteor Storm. Okay, it sounds like Meteor Storm is where I'm going. Hang on.
Deck of all the things for Ryan.
Okay. So let me... Did anybody say in the chat the word to use?
Thumpence.
Oh, that's
Thumpence.
fantastic.
Tell me when, Ryan.
Go.
Ooh, okay. You are able to call upon a source of wisdom to solve any single problem or fully answer any question upon your request. The query or request must be made within 1 year.
Can I do these two things at once?
Sure.
Okay, I want to ask some entity that knows everything. I guess it's you, DM. I'm going meta, and I'm asking Megan, the god of this whole place.
Yes.
What is the one spell that kills this thing on one go? Is it
Meteor
What's
Swarm
the-
are probably your best bet because it's going to do a lot of damage.
Okay,
Yeah, all around.
all right.
And hit both things.
It's
So-
20d6 fire and 20d6 bludgeoning damage.
All right. So I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to ask you a separate thing that's totally not essential to anything.
Okay.
What is your name? What is the entity that I'm speaking to?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Chat room.
Yes.
Chatron.
So maybe everything goes white and it's in like a space that I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe? All right.
And he-
Randall pulls from the deck of wonder.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, that's what he's getting. A solid gold apple appears before you. The first creature to touch it becomes chaotic neutral.
Nice. So
Is that the spinning orb thing or whatever?
I don't know. Just I will say, like, this apple appears out of nowhere in the middle, 16 feet up in the air, and then falls down to the ground.
You ready to do this with me? God entity, Megan?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my god, where am I right now? I was in the swamp with the big frog people, now I'm here. What's going on?
This is the altar of Shatrum.
The chat
Ask
room. Chat room?
Ask a
I like
question.
chat room, sure.
It is the altar to the Shatron.
Well, look, I'm pretty open-minded. Like, that's cool.
ASL.
What? So, who are you? Like, are you a god of some kind?
Beyond your understanding. Ask a question and you shall be given the answer.
Oh my god, like any question there is? Oh, goodness, I wish I had thought about this, but I think I have something. will I ever be redeemed for all of the harm I've caused and the babies that I've sort of killed a little bit, just a tad? Like a little bit of tad baby killing a bit here and there? Like, am I going to be forgiven? Like, am I going to end up in a cool place? Like, not a cool place? What's going on?
Results are foggy. Ask
Oh,
again
shit.
later.
I got a magic 8-ball answer. You're a glorified magic 8-ball. And then poof, I come back and I use meteor shower on the frog or on the new creature.
Yes.
Okay, so Lord, what do I roll? Can you help me with that?
It hits everything in a 40-foot radius.
Yeah. So you just need to
Nice.
pick. So let's see.
So I'll pick up kind of up by that blue
Okay,
guy.
so here's the deal, though. It's actually, if you center it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Back by the red guy.
Yep, right next to the red guy, and it'll hit all those guys except for
Yep, so
actually
we'll hit the one
even
next.
the dude near me.
Well, won't if you center it right on the red guy, it won't hit the green guy next to you.
It's two left of the red guy. That should get that guy near me too.
That'll get you as well.
Actually, you know what? I actually want to leave that guy alive. Actually, I feel like I'm working that guy. So I'm gonna leave that guy
You're
alive.
working that guy. Like, spare him. Like
He's going to
that.
be a
I'm-
resource.
Right, like I'm gonna do all this and I'll be like, like, oh my god, baby.
All right.
So
Yeah.
So centering it next to the red guy, yeah.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay. So let's see. We'll say for this, it's probably gonna be a low save since you're not a spellcaster now. So
Okay.
it'll probably be about a 12, I think, would be fair. But this is still gonna be, for most of these things, they're not gonna make it.
Yeah. What should I do? Tell me what to do.
Roll all the d6s.
Yeah.
How many?
However many d6s you can fit into your hand. Just
It's
dump 'em on the
20d6.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
It's twice.
Yeah, it's twice.
Wow. 20-6 twice.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah,
Okay.
you pull up that
All right.
random
So this is
generator.
Here we
for
go.
the frog.
73 is one.
Makes it. And the Hydra.
That's all fire damage too. Yeah.
Wow. And then I roll this again.
Yes.
Tails.
And that's
yeah.
bludgeoning
There we go.
damage.
That's pretty darn good.
All right.
Damn.
So
Heads just go popping off, and they don't ring
All right.
because it's fire damage.
Brian pulls from the deck
Yeah.
of all the things.
who does? Brian?
Brian.
All right.
That one's popular tonight.
That one's
I'm
dead. That
down
one's
for
dead.
that.
So
I'm down for
70.
this card. These cards are
It's the
balling.
cleavage.
Hold on one moment. I got a calculator this.
I got nothing.
Okay. 73. 2. All right. So. Sorry, I'm having to do subtraction and then we'll pull.
Yeah, you good.
Okay. So that's a 91. But I think that actually might have done the Hydra in because it failed its save.
Wow.
So.
I'm kind of a baller over here, actually.
You wanted to break the game.
Oh,
So-
yeah. Well,
We're gonna have so many puppets. Oh, this
Yeah.
is gonna be great.
Yeah. Oh my god, Toffee, you have like a whole group
all right,
of
let me
puppets
get
here.
everyone's take on this because for a Hydra, every time it takes 25 damage, it loses a head.
Right.
But if it takes fire damage, it can't regrow a head. It has 5 heads right now.
Right.
So it has taken 138 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So it lost all of its heads, but technically it's supposed to have 172 hit points.
But it can't regrow the heads.
It can't regrow the heads.
So it's alive, but can't see or do anything.
Yeah.
It's like a chicken with its head cut off.
Essentially a
It's
chicken
got
with
40
its head
hit
cut off.
points.
It's angry.
Hurricanes!
Yeah. So we're with.
I mean, a creature that needs a head that doesn't have a head is dead. A la Vorpal
Yeah.
Weapon, right?
Well, because, yeah, the only attack it has is bite. So
Oh. So we're just going
All
to let it be.
those-
We won.
all those heads fell off, and it dies.
That's
The
sweet.
frog is still up. It has a few hit points left.
My God.
Oh, wow. Wow. Good job, Frog. Good for you, Frog.
I'm going to try to finish that off. Purple.
Yeah.
There.
So.
Connor pulls
That
from
was-
the deck of wonder.
Now,
You can fly until dawn.
Just leave.
Just float off.
Just leaves.
Like Peter Pan. Just
You can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
So, that was Paul's turn.
Oh, was that was I moving at that turn?
We'll say so,
Okay.
just to make things interesting.
Can I do a follow-up chat with our last little friend?
Sure, he's just looking at you. Looks
It's
at
like a novel.
he's on his knees and doing the "We're Not Worthy" from Wayne's World.
So he's totally into it. He's like, you're a god.
Yeah.
Pew! Kingdom of Pittsburgh and one frog guy. Right.
Toffee. You can fly. You're sitting on your invisible friend's shoulder.
so I'm gonna fly over to this this frog thing.
Alrighty.
And this is the only real enemy left that I can see, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's
Randall pulls from the deck
Do
of
this
all the
again.
things.
And go.
Oh, I didn't even shuffle it.
Nope.
A distant relative leaves you a large estate.
Hey.
It better be large. I mean, look at me.
Yeah.
True.
But I'm bummed.
Yeah, roll 20 is having issues tonight.
Yeah. And I think so many people are playing on it. It overwhelms the servers a bit.
I'm not sure if we should start pressing all of these again.
Yeah, I'm not seeing your rolls come up.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them either. I'm gonna try again.
Yeah, I just started rolling over here. It's easier.
Please hold.
My dice
I'll
are
be trying
not
to get-
nearby.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, try maybe refreshing the page.
Yep.
While all this is going on, I'm just chatting with my frog friend. You know,
Yeah.
I know what it's like to be a monster.
There we go.
Eats pretty hard. Oh, it's going through.
Now it's going through.
Sweet.
So for our Frogolith friend, Frogomoth. It's 14. So the first one misses, second one hits, third one misses, fourth hits, fifth hits, sixth hits. So 2 misses and 4 hits. It's 12, 31. Okay, 31 points of damage. We're at 90. Fun. Okay.
And can it make a dexterity saving throw?
Yes, it can.
3 of them, in fact.
All right. The first one's a 19 plus stuff.
Okay.
So the second one is 18. Third one is a 19.
Well, never mind.
Yeah.
Dang.
All right, but you fly over to it, smacking into it, doing a lot of damage. It's got this really thick, kind of almost elephant-like skin, and how the texture and thickness, only it's slimy. All right. Archimedes, you are invisible. You make no sound other than the music that comes from you as you travel.
I move straight up, and all you hear is "Bulls on Parade!" and I just smash into this thing.
All right.
Actually, I want to use some. I want to use a cool spell. But I'm going to come back. I'm going to come back maybe 10 feet. But you still hear "Bulls on Parade."
All right.
And then. Oh, is that going to be considered a... No, it's not. Okay. I'm going to do Searing Smite at 3rd level.
Oh, nice. So you have to make an attack with that, I believe?
That
And
is... I think it's... No, it's just a con save.
Okay.
Got to be at 14.
Natural 20.
Okay, so it takes half. It's going to take 46 damage. So 6, 10, 14, 20. So he takes 10 points of damage.
10 points. All right. So this suddenly you see this radiant energy just kind of materialize out of thin air and blast into this beast. You don't know where it comes from. As that is going on, Travis Purple, what are you doing?
I'm going to run up because I don't think I can get into melee range here with this thing. But I will cast my Hunter's Quarry or Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark on it?
And
Alrighty.
prepare for next time. As I'm running up, there's probably a chance that I have to save from being prone because I probably knock into my invisible friend here.
I'd say,
Randall pull from the Deck of Wonder.
Your passive, I would say you would notice the area of depression of the grass and things.
Fair enough.
Go.
All right, so I'm able to get up to there, and I am ready to attack next time when I have...
You can breathe water for the next 3 days.
Hey.
I just lay down and I just go.
So you see this displacement of water that is very much so shaped like a giant form of your friend. All right, so you cast your Hunter's Mark, and then you think that's all you can do?
That's with the speed. That's all I could get to.
Gotcha. All right, so it is its turn.
Oh,
Can I pull my second Deck of Wonder? Or a card from the Deck of Wonder? Thanks. Right there. That's good.
Every bird in a 10-mile radius centered on you explodes. They resurrect after 1 day. So, as this monster is getting ready to take its turn,
The best part
Point-
of Randall's face just
Point of order from the floating voice in the chat room.
Mhm.
He technically killed every bird within a 10-mile radius, right?
Right. You age. That's what I was going to say. You age.
Oh, shit.
You're in a forest swamp, so that
oh God!
Oh my God, what is going on here?
oh my God, you age at least 25 years.
Right, I'm
No,
like,
that's straight up. This is straight up from like Last Crusade.
Last Crusade.
Right.
You chose,
Yeah, you chose poorly.
to me.
This poor creature in front of you, its mind's got to be broken right now.
Wow, that's very unfortunate.
It starts like trying to give you things, thinking that it will appease you as you are aging and your hair is graying.
Yeah, I'm grabbing the I totally do the Elsa, but with like the frog is Elsa. Like he thinks I'm the god. That's gonna throw everything off.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Oh my gosh!
Okay, Travis pull a card?
Yeah.
Let's do it, because Travis didn't get to do much there. Good.
All right. Lightning will strike you when you speak the magic word.
Ooh.
Well, better not be Burple, because then I'm in trouble.
Oh, no.
It should be.
Every time you say it, yeah.
Oh my God! Just wade into the water.
Right.
Yeah. So this guy is going to make. It's first off going to move a little bit, and it's going to do one attack with its tentacles against Travis Purple. Oh, this is a quest. 28.
That definitely hits.
Where's my d8s? There.
So many birds.
Right.
Feathers everywhere.
So you take 18 points of bludgeoning damage,
Ooh.
and you are grappled.
Oh, no.
And then it is going to bite towards Toffee with a 20 to hit, dirty 20.
So this one is a tie between Ryan and Connor for a deck of all the things.
I think we both should get a card.
Both.
Okay, I'm
All
down.
right.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
We'll
Go.
do Ryan first. Okay.
Go.
So, as you are holding onto this frog, you
Mhm.
pull out a map from under its clothing, and it is a map to the richest treasure ever.
Okay.
Just draw one right off the top.
All right.
Is it close to me, or I just know eventually I get to this treasure?
You just have a map to it.
Got it.
You lose your most prized magic item immediately.
Oh my god, that's me. That's your best friend. That's your best friend, Paul.
My boots of speed disappear, and I am very upset. But I'm flying, so it's going to be okay.
Yes.
I'm kind of offended over here. Is it because I'm old and gross looking now?
Who is this? Who is this strange old man who is not attractive in any way or charismatic on any level?
It's me, your friend Paul the Immortal.
24 points of piercing damage.
24?
And make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay.
Ah, you're fine. So as it bites down on you and it starts trying to pull you in, you feel the tongue kind of lapping up on you, trying to swallow you, but you're able to wriggle out of its mouth and pull away.
Cool.
All right, Paul, it's your turn.
Okay, man, I am like frazzled, my character.
It's been a journey
You've
for you.
aged. Like, you have this map, though, and you know it will lead to a great treasure.
I'm so conflicted.
He would
In the matter of like 8 seconds, I aged.
But what is the greatest treasure to him? Wouldn't it be a fountain
Is it
of
to
youth?
me? Is it the greatest treasure to me?
Yes, it is.
Dude, I think I'm like probably dissociating at the moment. I need to like heal up. I like barely got used to being mortal, so I don't even think I'm focused on the frog. I think I'm like, am I aware that this map is treasure? Like,
Yeah. What would be the greatest treasure on Earth for your character?
I think the irony is I want immortality again. I wanted mortality, and then because I hated being alone and immortal, and now I'm so afraid of death and aging that I want immortality again. It's a tragic ending.
Yeah, and it is a map to...
It's a Doctor Who episode? What's going on?
Basically, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, it is a map to a place where you can regain your immortality.
That sounds like super cool. Yeah, I think honestly that's, unless somebody snaps me out of it, that's my focus. I'm just like, okay, Frogman, it's been super cool, but like I need to go to this fountain of youth or whatever this thing is.
Yeah, okay, so you're kind of
unless someone snaps me out of it, I'm gone. I'm freaking out. The birds, man. The birds.
The birds, they just aged you completely.
Yeah.
Birds.
So I start to just in this dissociative fugue, I just start to wander. Kind of in the direction of,
I'm just going to have you kind of wander back towards, because that's the closest way, like the way you all came is probably the closest way your character would know to get to a road.
Okay. Yeah.
So you just kind of aimlessly start wandering back towards your friends. This guy's going to follow you.
What? Minion?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my god,
Familiar.
Frogman, I think I underestimated you and we're best friends, so follow me. This is great.
Its tongue comes out and licks its eye.
That was weird, gross, and awesome. So keep following me.
All right, Toffee.
Well, fortunately, I don't have enough key points to keep screwing around with that. So, I'm going to make 2 attacks with my short sword.
Alrighty. That'll hit.
Oh wait, I have 8 key points. I have more key points than I thought I did. So actually, so was it? Did I just stack twice? Is that what just happened? Yeah.
Honor
You
pulls
attacked
from the Deck
once.
of Wonder.
What's that? Oh, I have attacked once.
Deck
Oh,
of
I pulled
Wonder.
from the Deck of Wonder.
Yep.
All right, let's do that now.
The entire party is now on fire.
Oh.
I use my
I would
movement
say-
to drop into the water.
except for Archimedes, who's in the water. Like the water just kind of sizzles around him a little bit.
And 1, 2.
Your frog is so
right.
freaking out, Ryan, because now all of a sudden you just burst into flames.
The crit fail and the 10 miss. Everything else.
Okay.
Luckily, we're not pulling from Deck of Sunder or Deck of Plunder.
Oh gosh.
All
Next
right.
time. Next time.
Oh my
And
gosh.
can I get 2 dexterity saving throws?
Yep. That's a +1. 11 and 14.
Well, that's prone.
Alrighty.
And I use my movement to dive into the water to douse these flames.
Alright, easily enough done. I'll just kind of turn it sideways for prone. And so, hold on, how much damage is that? So it's 25, 31, 40.
If it matters, the bludgeoning is actually slashing and magical.
Okay, that's fine. This thing is not looking good. It's looking like almost a stiff breeze would push it over. And you fall down into the water, so you don't take fire damage from being on fire. As it comes to Archimedes, you are underwater.
I just kind of
around you.
like stick my head up out of the water for a second, like spit like a fountain out, like that. Look at it, and then I just kind of look up in the air, and this giant this blast of light comes down. I'm gonna do a guiding bolt
Nice.
at 3rd level, and that's gonna be 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
All right, and that's gonna be. Wow, that's a lot of 6s. All right, 12, 14, 16, 22 points of damage.
So this guiding bolt, this radiant energy comes down, filling up this frog. You see its eyes growing brighter as the whole thing just explodes out in this burst of radiant energy bomb.
Let's keep this party going.
Which no one
Yep,
can hear.
and Randall pulls from
No
the
one
deck
can
of all
hear.
the things.
But while that all happened, no one could hear me say that, but they just hear, you can get with this, or you can get with that. Or you can get with this, or you can get with that.
Nice. All right, Randall. This will probably
Go.
be the last one.
Do it,
All right.
do it.
Appropriately, you were doing that. You sing and dance uncontrollably for a day.
The whole way back through the village.
Just
Oh,
giant
yeah.
running man.
Charred corpses.
Giant
Yeah.
running man.
So eventually because I think the invisibility thing only lasted a couple of hours. Oh wait, I didn't want that one. I wanted that one to play. Yeah, your invisibility at some point. Where did that go? Whatever.
I think it was like 7 hours or something like that.
Something like that. But eventually, yeah. You
Screen
become
wipe.
then-
It's invisible.
And you
Star
do shrink back down to your size.
Aww.
But we'll say this though, how are you all dealing with Paul as he's kind of taking off?
Yeah, I think I was next in the thing. I was gonna I've seen this type of behavior before. I imagine from us being in the guild together. I've seen him break ranks a little bit, so I try to go over and ground him, remind him of our mission and what's important.
What do you tell me? Convince me. Speak to me, Traz.
You look great, man. You're great. We
I
just
look
gotta
like-
we gotta go we gotta go talk to Captain Southwind or whatever his name is. You're gonna get paid, get some food, get some wine. It's gonna be fine.
I look like a old leather shoe someone took from the chat room. Okay,
I want to swoop in, flying. Now that I'm level 8, looking like a thundercat straight out of hell, and I want to fly over in all my majestic glory and say, "My friends, you are dazzling. Do not sell yourself short. You are amazing. Now, if you could help us find our friend Paul, wherever he has gone."
I look up at you and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me with this thing? This guy is like magnificent. That makes me feel even worse. Like, Jesus.
I walk over with a Hydra head on each hand, going, "Oh, come on, Paul, it's okay. Really, we love you. We want you to come back with us. Come on, Paul." We'll make him kiss and stuff.
You even have a
Yes,
follower.
make them kiss.
Your follower's named Purple.
People will pay tons of gold for this. This is good content.
As you say
Come
purple,
on.
A lightning bolt comes out of the sky, striking you for 10 points of lightning damage.
Does that have an AoE? Do we all get that by that?
It's like chain lightning.
Oh.
And
So
it
I
gives
just
you a really
watched.
cool streak of white in your hair.
So I just watched. Archimedes get zapped by lightning.
No, Travis.
I watched Travis get struck by lightning. Travis, what do you say when you get struck by lightning?
I don't want to say purple again. I know that.
Yeah, that's fair.
And probably some type of ouch. Probably not happy about it.
Ouch.
Okay. So I think this is the moment where I go to you because everything is crazy that is happening right now. I mean, a lot just happened in the last 6 seconds.
Yeah.
Right? So I think I go to you and like, I mean, what is the point, man? Like, you're trying to do what? You have a limited lifespan, like your little flies that fly around and land again and fly around and land again, and then you die. Like, you did this accomplishment, but what for? Like, you just sit here in your swamp, covered in, like, frog shit, and then, like, you get struck by lightning because you say the word burple. Like, what is this even about, dude? Like, I'm out. Like, what is this even about? Put you on the spot.
Are you talking to me or your little minion friend?
You, Travis. Because you got struck by lightning, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm talking to you, like, as a random nature of it all. It's like, it doesn't matter if you win. Like, lightning, it's like, you win and then fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, so I'm like, sort of at this point, I'm like disheartened with mortality. I just want to go back to my cursed but comforting immortality. And I ask you, a mortal creature who's only ever been mortal.
Before he answers, Michael pulls from the deck of wonder.
Oh, no. This could be timely.
This could make me just leave. I'm done.
All right.
This is super random. I'm just straight up leaving.
The party is transported to a random plane for 30 seconds. I will let you decide the plane.
All right. So we end up in the Feywild.
You don't want to go to the plane of mixed drinks that was created earlier?
Oh.
Too late, they already said the Feywild.
Alcoholic beverages, sorry.
Can the alcoholic beverages be there?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Isn't there some like weird stuff about when you go to the Feywild in terms of like aging and whether or not we remember?
Yeah, there's some weird stuff that happens there.
Okay, what can you describe? So we get there, can you describe what it looks like and what happens?
So it looks like sort of the screen behind me.
Okay.
So very woodsy. There's a lot of fairies kind of flying around. I'm like, well, you know, Paul, life is really a lot about suffering. I've suffered a lot in my life. Lost an eye, lost some family. But you try to do the right thing. You try to go on, try to take each moment and get a win. Today we got a few wins. We helped some people, cleaned up that swamp. It's now this beautiful, pristine area. I had no idea how it happened. I'm more gorgeous. You are less so. But you know what? In the end, we all accomplished something today, and that's a good thing. So we should have a drink and celebrate this moment. Because when you're mortal, you don't know how many you're going to get. And that's what we should go with.
So get 9. I'm a cat. This is simple math.
Cheers.
What does this place do to our appearance, Megan?
Doesn't do anything to your appearance, but
Okay.
as you all, the 30 seconds ends. Each of you make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Yeah!
Oh, I'm good. Okay. 23.
Oh,
23. Success.
I'm fucking done.
Wow.
Wow.
Perfect.
So I am a 3.
So good. That's so
All right.
good. That's so good.
That's amazing. That's going to be a fail.
Yeah.
I'll roll in here see if I can get it to work.
All right. Fail for Toffee.
Oh.
Ooh, now.
All right. Fail also for Travis Archimedes. You remember. But nobody can see or hear you.
No, that faded, I thought.
Not quite yet. We were still like a little
Oh, okay.
right after the fight. It says all these inspiring, wonderful things to you in this beautiful place. And suddenly you're back in the forest, swamp, whatever.
You know what, Travis?
And
Everything
to
you said,
all of
it's
you,
sort of,
it starts to fade.
yeah.
It's like it was a dream or something. And everything around you looks a little different. Those Hydra heads, they're decomposing for sure. They've been a couple days decomposing at least.
Mm.
Oh. My puppets are so sad.
Well, that's kind of what the world is there, Archimedes. It's like
You just
everything
see two
sucks,
floating.
and
You just see two floating Hydra
I say
heads.
the ones you had with you that were on your hands already were okay.
Okay.
Because they've each with you, but the other ones that are around are definitely decomposing and, like, you don't want to touch them.
I think my character is going to in dismay bid adieu. I think it's going to be, listen, this has been great. You guys are awesome. It's nothing about you. It's totally about me.
Since nobody can hear me, I try to reach out to him just by moving around with some type of song playing, and I start moving, and all you hear is, I want to know what love is. I want you to show me.
There's like a lot of bubbles coming over where Archimedes went in the water. By the way, he might be drowning. I'm not sure. But very loud bubbles. I think me and, what's your name? I'm going to call you Timothy, okay? Me and Frog Timothy, we're just going to kind of wander away and just sort of fade into existence until I get the mortality again, okay? I'm going to maybe kill some people, I don't know. It's been great. Okay. I think that's the moral of it is I fed back into my anxieties and I didn't grow because of that. Because I hid in comfort.
I'm so glad we did this. You know, I feel like there's a good moral here.
Right.
Yeah.
The relapse is hard for Paul.
It
Yeah.
was too much. It was too much too fast. Those birds, man. If anything, in this whole campaign,
Actually, now the birds are all back now, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Birds are all back.
Birds will come back. You all make your way eventually back to the city, except for Paul, who's making
Would that
his way to
cause
the
him to
treasure.
de-age?
Right.
They come back.
That's what I was gonna
That's, as the birds start to come back to life, Paul, you start to get younger again.
So would that have happened like kind of right after we came back?
Yeah.
If time passed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Does
we'll say,
somebody
like,
wanna-
well, because I think you would have walked back with them because that's the closest way to get to the road.
Oh, I see.
And so, like, the next morning, when all the birds are all of a sudden, like, there's just this moment when poof, all these birds are there, and, like, you just see Paul de-age. Like, he's still probably late 20s, early 30s now, but he's definitely not, like, 50s, 60s. where he was.
57.
Yeah.
Who holds the mirror to me?
I
Does
do.
any?
My friend Luke.
Oh my God! I don't look terribly old, just sad and tired. Maybe life is worth living. Oh my God! You turned me around. Okay, there's the moral of the story. I guess if I can summarize the moral of the story.
Yep.
Cherish what we have until it's lost, then give up until magic makes it come back, but be disappointed, and then the end. This is the story, I think, of Paul the Immortal. All right, I learned nothing.
You've contributed nothing of value.
Right, we are all dumber since you've been here.
You all are wonderful. Thank you for this game. This was so much fun.
Thank you, Megan.
Thank you,
My face
Megan.
hurts.
Oh.
My face definitely hurts. Let's check. I want to check back into the chat room. I know some of you were in there, but oh my God.
Oh yeah, let me see.
That was so much fun. So again, here is the stack of cards that have been played tonight.
Wow, look at that.
3 hours. That's what we did.
Wow, they were worth it.
Nice.
That was really fun and
Right.
very narratively on point.
That was great.
That was so
having us.
fun.
Oh
Well,
my
thanks
gosh.
everybody in the chat for hanging out and for talking and voting and everything.
Yeah.
We had so much fun
Yes.
and enjoyed
That was
having you here.
Blast. And seriously, don't be afraid to bring this stuff into your games.
Oh my God.
It's super fun and not game breaking at all. We actually stayed on the course of the adventure I had planned for you. I was going between. I was like, do I want them to fight the Froghemoth or do I want to do a Hydra? It's like,
Do I want them to
Fight
cast
each
Meteor
other.
Swarm when we get there? Yeah, sure.
Right.
yeah.
No,
I mean, the other thing is that, like, if you were using them as designed, like, we wouldn't be drawing them every 30 seconds,
No.
you know? Like,
No. But like that was part of the fun.
Yeah,
That's true.
Oh, absolutely.
Man, I gotta say though, even with like the every 280 seconds on average or whatever, like it still felt super balanced. Like it definitely threw wrenches in it, right? But ones that it didn't seem terribly hard for you, Megan. It like caused some pretty cool like disruption, but not jolting, right? I mean, you know, a handful of ones. I loved it. That was a blast. I feel like what's interesting is, you know, definitely built, you know, as Conor says, definitely built for one way, but the diversity of the use is obviously there. I definitely want to do this again with the rapid use.
Gosh.
It is super fun. And if you go to Gem Hammer Sons, if you can use the code Geeks Like Us, I think you get 10% off, I believe.
that sounds about right. Wait, is it 10?
I think it's
I don't know. That's what we thought it was.
I don't.
10?
Hold on. Let me tell you right now what it is.
Fair.
1,000% off.
No, absolutely no.
Don't be afraid to use these in your game. Like, seriously. And, like, look, if you pull a card that is completely...
Or you can always screen them ahead of time and decide which ones you don't
the
want.
ones you don't want, yeah. There
That's what
are
we would tell
so
people.
many.
Just take them out, you know?
Yeah. So I used to do it with the spare deck in 4E. I would just...
I think it's so funny, though. There's 2 Joker-type cards, and Conor caught them both. Or
Okay,
just
it is 10% off. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
10%. Solid thumbs up.
For sure.
And it's Geeks Like Us with ease, right?
Yes.
For the code. Yeah. Geeks Like Us with ease for 10% off. Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome card. That's strongly recommended.
Yeah. Supports Conor and everyone at Gem Hammer, and they do awesome work and have
thank you.
Cool things coming out.
Absolutely. Randall / Archimedes, can you give a Jim Hammer song?
Jim Hammer song?
Jim Hammer, making some cards. Take off. Go from there.
Well, our next thing is a book, but...
Making some books. The book's gonna mess up your game, but you love it.
Making a book. Have a look. Come in your nook and play the game with Jim Hammer. Oh, man. I'm a fan. Don't take your clothes off. It's against Twitch policy.
Well, if you go out to Mixer, you can't even show your breastbone. Like
your breastbone? Oh,
wow,
man.
Bone?
Yeah.
That's what, like, you're calling, like, right here, anything past, like, this is like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's silly.
Hi. I'm Paul the Immortal.
Let's play some games.
Please don't stare my way. Oh, my wrists are showing. That's so immodest. Need to drink some Moxie. Yeah. No, that was a blast, guys. Thanks for joining. This was so fun. We'll have to do it again.
That was so much fun. So yeah, there's so many cards left that have not been pulled.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like what 200 cards there total, like to
something like that.
How many cards total is in all the decks? If you include the deck of Sunder and decks of
So we usually say there are 100 cards in the decks, but there's usually slightly more than that. So like the Grimoire spell cards, I know there's actually 108 spell cards in that. Deck of Wonder, I think is 102. Deck of Wonder After Dark, I want to say is 104, something like that. So
Deck of Wonder After Dark.
We have 14 decks of cards, but some of them have not 100 cards in them.
A deck of Wander.
A lot. It's a lot. There's a lot of cards. It's a lot of goddamn cards. And that's not even, well, there's one deck that no one has because no one bought it for Pathfinder, so there's only one version of it at all. And it's been sitting in my glove box for 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, we prototyped it, and then no one wanted it, so we're like, oh well, this exists now.
That's pretty amazing.
It's a thing in the world.
I have 100 cards sitting in my glove box. It's fine. If I get pulled over, I'll just be like, aha!
I can fly for 1 minute.
You get in the back of my car.
We'll be
Oh my gosh. Everyone, thank you so much. This will be fun. Next week, Clinical Role returns with not quite as chaotic of a game.
I don't know. I've seen you guys go off the rails with this before. So
Yeah. Which I still can't believe that Raph pulled your Dabney again.
Again?
Like,
I missed that.
Yeah. Oh,
You
did you
did.
guys not see the T-shirt?
I did see
I
the
saw
T-shirt
it.
that you
I saw
sent
the
him. That's
T-shirt.
great.
Yeah. He just at the very start of the game, he's like, "I'm gonna drink a potion of wonder." And so that's the mechanic we have: is you drink a potion, and you pull from the deck.
Oh, that's amazing.
Did he really draw that, or were you?
No, he really. I was doing what I was doing for you all. I was doing this, and he said stop, and I flipped the card, and it was
That's amazing.
everyone
So
everywhere
cool.
now believes you are called Dabney.
That's
Has to
perfect.
get a Dabney tattoo. He just has to. You know what I mean? Like,
He has
Yeah.
to legally
Tell
change his name to
Dr. B,
Dabney.
tell Dr. B I will design it for him, and if he gets it, I will draw it.
Oh,
Randall, whatever you design, I will put on the stream.
yes.
I will pay for that tattoo. If you design a Dabney, I will pay for it.
We will make this happen.
Let's make this
This will
known.
happen.
Yeah.
There's no.
Yeah.
We put a
Sarah
couple of
said
Dabney
he
things
must.
in the grimoire. I don't remember if we had said that to anyone yet. I know I told Megan, but
Yeah,
I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that now. That's
it's gonna
awesome.
be awesome. It's gonna be so much fun.
That tattoo's going to happen. That's that's a walking advertisement. That's pretty great. It's hundreds of dollars of advertisement. Every con that there is. What's
It's
Dabney?
gonna- it's-
Oh, don't worry about it.
It's gonna be like the swirliest, scriptiest lettering of Dabney you can find. That's gonna be right on his ass.
The goal.
the gauntlet, the hand of Dabney
Yes.
or whatever it is, that has like the
They-
swirly script. And it's
It does the-
brightly colored. It's all rainbow.
If
I
you
love that it
can,
does fabulous damage.
It does fabulous damage.
right. If you can work in a very, very, very subtle vampire penis, I'd be super appreciative. Like you don't have to, but like just a real subtle. You'd have to know to look for
It's
it.
just in the shading,
A vampire.
hidden in the cross hatching. It's just down there.
I'm not gonna.
He's writing like, wait, what have I been signed up for?
Yeah.
You
Oh,
signed
no, you're-
yourself up. You know what you did.
You know what you did, Dr. B.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were getting voluntold for tattoo.
Yep.
Yes.
So Dr. B, the discussion is
Yeah, right now. Break
This
quarantine. Get out there. Get some ballpoint pens.
right with the Dabney.
The Sonic hairbrush.
Randall is going to design a Dabney tattoo, and you don't have to, but you do have to get the tattoo, and I will pay for it lovingly.
Right beneath it, you have to get one that says Jim Hammer and Sons, More Better Game Stuff. We are not paying for that, but you are contractually obligated to wear that.
you get to choose where it is, but I think we all know where it's going.
Yep. See, Seven Spoon agrees.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Has to say not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
I could say sponsor now.
Yeah. That's why it's not.
Not a sponsor, right, absolutely. Let us know if you're good for it. We'll totally make our side of it.
No response. No
Yeah,
response.
we'll do.
Just quiet.
He probably like turned off to Twitch and was like,
Nope.
no. Oh, no, he's back.
If I didn't get a cord. So,
Yes, like Seven Spoon. True. Mhm. If that happens, that'd be amazing. I'd be happy to pay. I'd pay for the
that would be
best.
amazing.
What we need to do is we need to make a writing campaign to make Dabney an official NPC in one of the D&D modules or one of the D&D campaigns.
Oh,
100%.
Yes.
We gave you guys stat blocks for Dabney.
Yes.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, we do have.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We do have that. I have to find that.
Warner
Yeah.
Brothers offered him free hats.
Well, actually, we gave you stat blocks for the one true Dabney. Whether or not
Yes.
Dr. B is, in fact, the one true Dabney is
Yeah.
unclear.
He's pulled it
Although, I mean,
twice.
at this point, he almost has to be, right?
Yeah, I was
Yes.
gonna say.
He's drawn the card twice.
Yeah, so.
If he gets the tattoo, he for sure is.
Yes.
just saying.
Yeah.
We own at least that.
Cinches it.
Gorn Bros offered him free hats.
Destiny.
I mean, but did they offer you destiny?
But I mean, like, Dr. B was buying hats while we were doing a panel at Game Hall Con. So.
That's fair.
So he didn't show up to the panel, or while sitting
While-
in front of an
While
audience, like,
while sitting
While
at
sitting
the
at the
panel, pulling up his phone, going on to Gorn Brothers website and buying hats while sitting at the panel.
That dude loves the bookends of clothing, man. Shoes and hats. Just the bookends. Dr. B, this all is it's pretty great. He's got the good stuff. Real high quality.
Oh my gosh. Thank you to everybody who
absolutely
stayed with us all the way to the end. That was so much fun. Thank you all. It was so much fun to get to play with all of you and to finally like break out all of these cards all at once in just an amazing fashion. So
Absolutely.
thank you so much.
Yeah,
it's all fun. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Everybody, you all have a good night. Everyone at Chatham, have a great night. It was awesome having you.
Yeah, so wonderful having y'all here. Tomorrow night is
Lord is yours with
Wednesday
Dr. Daniels.
night is Travis's thing. What is it?
Wednesday night, we have
Wednesday,
Halos and Games with Zachary. He's an educational specialist based in New York.
Spatialist.
Did I say spatialist?
You did.
Also specialist. he will be covering. Actually, I believe he's still covering Batman: The Telltale series and how to use it as a narrative tool for teachers. He creates curriculums for education based upon video games. It's fantastic. Thursday we have Thuppence, which we are diverting from Sea of Thieves. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing, but I'm sure we'll have trivia or something fun. And then Friday we have Retronathan, where Dr. Jonathan Anslow is going to be playing a retro game at 4:30. At 2:30 we have Randall going to be doing drawing conclusions with a yet to be named expert and a yet to be named character. And then at 9 o'clock we have Pro Social Gamer with me and Dr. Chelsea Hughes, who works for Riot, and we will be playing Riot's new game, Valorant, streaming the first-person shooter Valorant, and doing some fun stuff there. So hopefully you guys we can catch it in. And again, big thanks to Jim Hammer for the cards. It's been great. They're fantastic. Check them out. They're very, very supportive of the entire community. So even in addition to their products, just them as a general community leader, please check them out. And we will see you soon.
Thank you.
Very good.
Bye.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye now.